two-time game.
Levi's is lit. The winner wins the NFC West and is the #1 seed. Eddie Pinheiro will kick off from north to south. Rashid Shaheed, the former New Orleans Saint, one of the best kickoff returners in the end zone, and he'll take a touchback. Eddie hit that a little bit too hard.
Flag right here.
Flag down as well.
Formation.
So right now, Seattle will take the ball to 35-yard line. We'll see about the kickoff and where they're starting.
Yeah, I don't think they had enough guys back, or someone was not in the zone they should have been in.
It's on Seattle. So they'll start on the 30-yard line and not their 35-yard line as they commit. And Jay Harbaugh, Jim's son, is their special teams coordinator. 49ers starting defensive lineup is sponsored by Levi's. Fit for an icon, and the big story is Renardo Green is back to play on the outside corner. He is the 49ers right cornerback, Tim.
Yeah,
and the Seattle offensive left.
Yeah, and he's going to have to play well tonight. And Eric Kendricks is out there playing Sam linebacker. They are basing against this two tight end set. Base defense. I've not seen a lot of that.
A lot of base. Darnold goes into a pistol with Kenneth Walker III behind, a throw out right, and it's caught there by Rashid Shaheed. Driven out of bounds by Diamador Lenore. A gain of only 3 yards. So the Niners linebackers, the Mike linebacker, Tatum Bethune, the Will linebacker, D. Winters, Eric Kendricks, elevated again from the practice squad. Yeah, the Niners will match up with their heavy personnel. They have 2 fullbacks on their roster and multiple tight ends. When they go multiple backs or multiple tight ends or both, Kendricks will be on the field a lot.
Yeah, and they're close to 40% in those heavy sets. So I think we're going to see a lot of Kendricks in this game.
Second down, 7, Seattle on their 33-yard line. Eric Saubert goes in motion right outside run to K9, turns the corner, runs by Jair Brown, will shove him out of bounds, but he's got the first down across the 30 and up to around the 31-yard line. He picked up 8 yards. That is K9. Kenneth Walker III, he wears numeral 9. They'll share the load with Zach Charbonnet. That time he took it outside right and runs for Seattle first down.
Yeah, caught the 49ers in a stunt up front. Everybody was slanting inside, so they were outflanked. And D. Winters has got to be quicker to see that. He tried to undercut the blocker, and that opened the door for Kenneth Walker.
Seattle's running game has been very inconsistent all year, but they have been really productive the last 2 games against Carolina and the Rams. Darnold's first pass after a heavy play action, a blitz, a screen out to Walker, gets a block, and he breaks a tackle into 49er territory, finally dropped on the Niner 38-yard line. K9 running over would-be tacklers, beautiful screen set up left, and he goes for 19 yards.
Yeah, well, they love the screen game. It's a big part of what they do. So they've got numbers out there, and they get the block. And I think it was D. Winters that fell off late. They had D. Winters coming on a pressure, so he was already behind it in terms of being out leveraged. So he was in chase mode. And Kenneth Walker, you give him an inch, he is going now. He has got a lot of speed.
And Tatum Bethune also got blocked heavily in the second level to pop that for a 20-yard gain. They bring in Zach Charbonnet now, and they're going to run it to him straight ahead. And he's able to get inside the 49er 35 and bang down to around the 49er 32-yard line. So Zach Charbonnet picks up 6 yards last week in their win in Carolina. He had 110 yards rushing and 18 carries, Tim. He's the goal line short yardage back. He scored 2 touchdowns in that game and has 11 on the year.
No, he's a very good back. He's decisive. He's not like Kenneth Walker, who wants to bounce and make big plays. He squeezes out every yard, and they really do split time equally when you look at the number of snaps for both of the backs.
Seattle coming out with a heavy run game and that screen to K9, and now Sam Darnold is going to can the play and send in motion Jackson Smith and Jigba. Nobody follows him. They're showing zone. They're going to run Charbonnet. Good run stop there by Malik Mustafa. Coming up on the safety spot. Need him to fill. Certainly from that level, Tim, against the run. That was straight ahead to Charbonnet. That'll set up a 3rd down and 4.
Well, it's a crunch power, so they're doubling C.J. West and then pulling the right guard around, and a really good play by D. Winters. Triggering, getting downhill under the block of Bradford. And then, of course, the trigger of Malik Mustafa coming into his gap of responsibility. That was perfect. Here we go, 3rd and 4.
D. Winters, the Niners' leading tackler coming into this regular season finale with 94. Now he has 95 tackles. Big 3rd down for Darnold. 2-by-2 formation. Shotgun looks right. Goes through his progressions, throws, and it's caught by Saubert, the former 49er, inside the 25-yard line, and he bangs down to around the 23. That's Austin Saubert. It was a Niner last year, scored a touchdown in Miami, but he got that huge 2-point conversion to beat the Rams a couple of Thursdays ago to win that wild game, Tim, and he just found a hole there.
Oh, right on, Ella.
9 yards and a first down on third down.
Yeah, and D. Winters came off the coverage. I think he was just being threatened by the flat outside. A good little route by Saubert to fall back to the inside. And there was some pressure coming off the edge from Sam Okawanu. Unfortunate. Big hole in the zone just got exploited.
Seattle goes to a true eye with 274-pound fullback Robbie Oots going to leave K9. He cuts back the other way and runs down to the 9 or 15-yard line. Vintage Kenneth Walker III. He bounces. The play was designed to go off right tackle, but he chuck it back left. And Robbie Oots, the big fullback at 274, led him there. What an impressive Seattle drive, starting on their 30-yard line. They had taken it to the Niners' 16-yard line.
Yeah, well-balanced run and pass. And again, the 49ers coming with the pressure and bringing a safety from deep. He forced the cutback. And Kenneth Walker, again, if you're late to the party, he's going to get yards. Clay Farrell a little bit late in the pursuit down the line.
2nd and 2, Charbonnet off the left side will break a tackle and run for a Seattle first down inside the 10 and bangs down to the 9-yard line. So Seattle not only inside the Toyota red zone, they're inside the low red zone now as they face a first down. And actually, it's 10 yards to go right on the 10-yard line. Very impressive drive. We know a lot about Seattle and their defense, Tim. Number 2 in the NFL in points allowed per game, only to Houston. They are number 2 in the NFL in scoring.
Appreciate that like. Thank you.
Rams, they average over 29 points a game.
Yeah, they are electric. Now, they haven't been great. Zone, middle of the road, I think 19th in the NFL. Hold them to a field goal here.
Darnold, straight drop from under center, throws out right, and he misses. Jackson Smith and Jacob with a flag on Diamador Lenore.
Pass interference.
That should be a pass interference call in the end zone, which will put the ball on the 1-yard line. That's the matchup Demo wanted against Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Held him. He's got a handful of jersey.
Yeah, and he's arm barring him. He's holding his arm. That's what the call was, and he didn't need to do that. And I think part of that is the savvy, only in year 3 of Jackson Smith and Jigba, not trying to pull the arm away. It wasn't like he was holding it, but he kept it on him to where it was an illusion. It appeared that Diamador was restricting him, and he really wasn't.
Seattle's going to a heavy lineup here with a third offensive lineman, a third tackle, Amari Kite, a rookie free agent from Central Florida, who has only played 2 snaps all year. They go into a true eye. The head fullback Oots ahead of Charbonnet, who has 11 touchdowns on the year. 1st and goal, 1-yard line, play action. Darnold looks right, a blitz, and he's going to get sacked and thrown down outside the 10-yard line. Jaden Bethune came on a blitz. I don't know if it was a green dog or not, Tim, but he came in the A-gap there and threw down Sam Darnold.
No, it definitely wasn't a green dog because the back went out. So it was designed, as soon as that O-line separated, he came off. I'll tell you who made the play. I believe it was Jair Brown on the tight end, Eric Saubert. That is immediately where Sam Darnold wanted to go, and it was covered up.
So now it's 2nd and goal back on the 12-yard line. Darnold is under center. They're going to run Charbonnet wide right. Turns the corner, cuts back inside 10. Will be dropped on the 7-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal from there after the sack there by Jaden Bethune on the blitz. Our sack counter is sponsored by Cash Creek, a proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers. 11th play of this game-opening drive for Seattle. They got to the 1-yard line on the PI in the end zone. I'm surprised they didn't just give it to Charbonnet. They decided to throw there, then the sack came, and now they face a 3rd and goal back on the 7-yard line.
I'll tell you what, D. Winters, again, opportunity to make a play in the backfield, came free and on his track and just missed the tackle on Charbonnet. Came at the wrong angle.
Seattle a bit confused. The tight end, A.J. Barner, does not know where to go at all, and they're going to have to call a timeout. Mike McDonald, their head coach, walks on the field. A.J. Barner, the 2nd-year tight end from Michigan, did not know where to line up. Cooper Kupp was trying to move him there, and they wound up burning the clock down, so they will face a 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. One thing about Mike McDonald, with his special teams and his defense, he's probably the most conservative coach in football on going forward on 4th down. So if you can get a stop here, he will likely bring in Jason Myers and kick the field goal.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt unless they can somehow punch it down inside the 1 or 2 yard line.
49ers and Seahawks just underway on this Saturday night. Seattle took over on their 30-yard line, converted 1 3rd down. And they've driven now 10 plays. They've taken down the field here to get down inside the low red zone, then the sack by Bethune. So it's 3rd and goal for Seattle on the 7-yard line.
Showing pressure inside. Let's see if they peel out with D and Tatum.
And Zach Charbonnet to the left of Darnold. They're going to draw him, interestingly, off the right side, and he stopped it around the 5-yard line. So the Niners low red zone defense, and that's been an area they've been good on 3rd down. They've been good up against the shadow of their own goal line all year. And it looks like we'll see if they go for it on 4th down or not, Guy.
Yeah,
it was on the 49ers sideline, Guy Haberman.
Well, remember 2019, Trey Greenlaw, the Seahawks are on the 1-yard line. That drive.
It's crazy. You got a Chiefs fan rooting for the 49ers.
Jacob Hollister on the 1. That ended the game. Maybe they can start the game with the same magic.
That was a delay of game on Marshawn Lynch. He was late getting out of the field in his return game. They are showing like they're going forward on 4th and goal, 4-yard line. Jackson Smith and Jig out right against Diamondor Lenore. They snap it. They throw left, and it's wide to Cooper Kupp. The 49ers have held. And they take over on downs.
What an absolute huge play, and it is glove coverage in the hip pocket. Upton Stout matched up on Cooper Kupp. Absolutely perfect. Really, really well done in coverage by the rookie 3rd-round pick, Stout.
And they were going that way the whole way. He had Jackson Smith and Jigba right against Lenore, but he decided to go left to Cooper Kupp.
Well, remember, in week 1, they had that same play, and he was turned free by Upton Stout. They didn't go to it. Sam Darnold went to it that time. Stout did not get left alone. Perfect coverage.
49ers take over on their 5-yard line, but we come back on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
Hey, it's George Kittle from the San Francisco 49ers. When it's game day, winning isn't just about the plays, it's about the vibe. From the line of scrimmage to tailgating at the stadium or cheering from a backyard barbecue, it's important to bring your A game. Me, I show up wearing Levi's, the perfect play of comfort, performance, and style. Levi's and the Niners are a winning combination every snap. So grab yours at Levi.com or at a store near you. Suit up in Levi's and make your game day legendary.
Go for the win at Grayton Resort and Casino. Experience California's premier entertainment destination with luxurious accommodations, world-class spa, live entertainment, and the hottest slots and table games. Plus, a spring 2026 expansion featuring non-smoking gaming, signature restaurants, and an immersive sports bar. Perfect for game day gatherings and unforgettable nights out. Turn every play into a win, right in the heart of Sonoma wine country. Grayton Resort and Casino, proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
Xfinity gives you reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi at our best price. This holiday season through January 4th, get gig speed Wi-Fi for just $50 a month for 5 whole years. No strings, no commitments. Just super fast, reliable gig speed Wi-Fi with our best equipment and included. Save yourself from questionable decisions and save over Verizon and AT&T. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Xfinity Internet powered by fiber and connected to premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
Traditions are a funny thing. That's why we tailgate in the pouring rain, wear full body paint, and refuse to wash that lucky jersey. And just like in football, tradition is what inspires us to make our masa en tostitos the traditional way. Starting with whole corn kernels. No artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Crafted for that perfect crunch. Tostitos. Tradition matters. The official chip and dip sponsor of the San Francisco 49ers.
You can now earn cash back with Rakuten on 49ers gear and select concessions at Levi's Stadium. Sign up for free at Rakuten.com/partners/49ers.
49ers take over on their 4-yard line after the 4th down stand. Brock Purdy get a gun run to Christian McCaffrey coming straight ahead. Him and Worry will stand him up and throw him back. And the Niners don't get much there on that first run of the game. 49ers starting offensive lineup is sponsored by Levi's Fent Ford Icon with Trent Williams down. It is going to be Austin Pleasance, Tim, who played pretty well last week in the win over Chicago. Today, at age 28, will be his first ever NFL start. He'll make it at left tackle.
Yeah, not a bigger moment for Austin Pleasance, really. I mean, fired up for him. They got to block Byron Murphy inside. He made that tackle. He is hard to handle one-on-one, the second-year player out of Texas.
McCaffrey got 3 yards on that play. 2nd down 7. Brock back in the end zone, throws out left, and the catch is made there. A short one to Hughes. Kyle Juszczyk up to around the 10-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down Mike McDonald, now in his second year as a head coach in the NFL, has gone forward on fourth down. The lowest percentage of any coach in football coming into the game, Tim. They were only 7 of 11 on fourth down all year. I'm a bit surprised you didn't take the points there.
I am too. Maybe that just tells you what he thinks about the 49er offense. And he had Bobo, did Sam Darnold on the slant route, little combination route, elected not to go there. It was great coverage by Upton Stout on Cooper Kupp.
This is the money down, 3rd down and 3. Brock Purdy going to throw out right, he misses. And Jawan Jennings there matched up with Reek Woolen. Not sure he would have picked up the first down, but Jawan does break tackles, especially against Seattle, but Brock missed him. That's the matchup. Seattle second best in the NFL defensively on 3rd down. The Niners are second best offensively, converting on 3rd down, and during the 6-game winning streak, the numbers are incredible, and Brock's usually very accurate, but he missed Jennings there.
Yeah, and Reek Woolen pushed Jennings in the back, but and maybe could have been called, but that ball was sailing high over his head.
So the Niners have to punt very early in the game. Thomas Morstead from his own 2-yard line to the Pro Bowler Rashid Shaheed. He is a danger, goes down to a knee, and not fair catch till 40, breaks a tackle, and he gets up near midfield. Rashid Shaheed has taken back a kickoff return and a punt return for a touchdown in his half a year in Seattle. That was a 49-yard punt by Morstead, and for now a 7-yard return by Shaheed. A foul on the play.
Face back. Kicking team number 49. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down. Timeout.
Garrett Wallow, the backup linebacker, called for it. A core special teamer for Brant Boyer, and that will hurt. That'll give Seattle a great drive start here to begin the second drive of the game. 5:52 to play the opening quarter. Seahawks nothing. 49ers went 3 and out on their first possession. This is the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
Can you hear your inner strength? Maybe not. It's too loud out there. Try stepping inside the Toyota Camry and experience its sleek design, remarkable efficiency, and technology that makes every drive feel effortlessly smart. There it is, your inner strength. Unleash it with the Toyota Camry. Smoother and more captivating than ever. Toyota, let's go places. Visit Toyota.com for details.
NFL fans, when it's time to get 49ers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/49ERS.
Get your game on at Safeway. Now through December 30th, earn 4x for you points on hundreds of participating items and redeem for a chance to win $500 in groceries or 49ers experiences. Download the 4X coupon in the Safeway app and shop participating items to start earning points today. The more items you shop, the more 4X for you points you'll earn. It's game on at Safeway.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because they'll...
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins...
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the...
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The 3-row Lexus TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
U.S. Bank and the 49ers know no one wins alone. Every play, every plan, every goal takes a team. Join the official bank of the 49ers.
Well, part of the reason you go forward on fourth down, certainly when you're in the low red zone, if you miss, you back the other team up. They got a 3 and out. Brock missed Jawan Jennings and a personal foul. The yard line to a true eye. A.J. Barner, the tight end, goes in motion right. Darnold under center. Stretch run to Kenneth Walker. And he gets hit from the backside and dropped it around the 31-yard line. Cleveland Ferrell made the tackle there after a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, well done by Cleve Ferrell. Good job inside by both defensive tackles. Get ready for a keeper. As hard as Cleve Ferrell is closing on that runaway.
And Sam Darnold is very good on the keep the boot game, especially rolling to his left. Seattle has run the ball already 8 times to open the game. Kenneth Walker, 3 carries, 20 yards. Zach Charbonnet, 5 for 20. They stay in a true eye. Darnold under center, the fullback. Boots is right behind him, and Walker in that upright stance. Three-step drop, throw out left. Smith and Jigba shoved out of bounds. And around the 27-yard line, that'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. His 114th reception on the year. A new Seattle Seahawk record. He got a piece of that last year when he caught 100. What a great player he is.
He's so savvy in terms of, precocious, way mature beyond his years in how he plays the game with tempo and reading coverage. And read off coverage by Renardo Green, just ran an out route to set up this 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 from the Niner 27-yard line. Charbonnet is in. Cooper Kupp goes in long motion from left to right. They have 3 receivers to the right. It's going to be a run to Charbonnet. Big hole on the cutback. 20, 15, 10, 5. Down the sideline. Touchdown, Seattle. His 12th of the year. But this one goes for 27 yards.
Well, what did I say in the pregame? You cannot peek if you're an edge defender. You cannot peek inside. They have a 5-man line with Jair Brown, the safety, up on the edge on the tight end, A.J. Barner. The ball wound back with Charbonnet. Jair peeked inside, got out-leveraged, and then it was off to the races for Charbonnet. If he just forces that back inside, there are 2 49er defenders there ready to make the tackle, and then Malik Mustafa just got dead-legged out there and went for it on Charbonnet, pulled away from him for the easy score.
Here's the extra point from Jason Myers, who has scored more points than any player in the NFL this year. Now 165. He's perfect on all 48 extra points. So they drove right down the field to open the game, failed on 4th down, but then took over on the 49er 35-yard line. And a couple of plays later, Charbonnet from 27 gives Seattle a 7-0 lead. 4:29 to play in the opening quarter from Levi's. We're back right after these messages. Hey, this is Greg Papa. Are you working through a major insurance claim? Sunpoint Public Adjusters can help. Sunpoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to, not what just some adjuster working for an insurance company thinks you should get. Call Sunpoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. Sunpoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting. License number 2M14884.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BC. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
There are many reasons to choose Gonzalez Law Offices as a dedicated trial lawyer with an undefeated record from 2016 through 2019, and you'll know that no case is too big or too small. Due to his success, hard work, and commitment to excellence, attorney Jonathan Gonzalez has been listed in Super Lawyers Rising Stars, as well as in the top 40 under 40 list by national trial lawyers. You can find Gonzalez Law Office online at SAClegaldefense.com or call him at 916-304-9187.
At Kia of Vacaville, we keep things simple with transparent pricing and a smooth experience from start to finish. Need service? Book online anytime at KiaVacaville.com. Then swing by. We're right next to the Vacaville outlets, so you can shop and save in one easy trip. Kia of Vacaville's fast, friendly service department is powered by experienced techs who keep you moving. Kia of Vacaville. Transparent, fast, friendly. Stop in at Kia of Vacaville right next to the Vacaville outlets today, or visit KiaVacaville.com.
Live and local. Live and local.
This is Sacktown Sports.
GreatAmerica.com.
Seattle Seahawks have dominated the first 10 minutes and 31 seconds. First time they had the ball, they drove 66 yards in 12 plays, failed on 4th down. But then, after a 3-and-out, took over the short field. Jason Myers now will kick off, and back in the end zone, it will be a touchback taken by Brian Robinson Jr. The Niners will start on their 35-yard line. It took them only 3 plays to go 35
Hey, what's up,
yards.
Jesus?
The 27-yard run by Zach Charbonnet. That is our scoring drive summary brought to you by Toyota. So see what the Niners can generate offensively T-Rock, is they went 3 and out to open the game, and that was the reason that Seattle made the right call on going forward on 4th down on the goal line, because they got the ball right back on the Niner 35.
Yeah, well, we talked about what the defense was going to have to do in containing the run game and forcing Sam Darnold to make some plays. They were able to do it on the first drive down on the goal line. That one there, again, Jair Brown just got to play with discipline on the edge. Set the edge, force it back to the defenders. Too easy.
There's a gun run to Christian McCaffrey coming left. He started right in the shotgun and slanted off the left side in the middle of that Seattle defense. He picks up only a couple of yards. Seattle's run defense, one of the very best in football, Tim. As far as rushing yards per attempt, they allow 3.7 yards a rush. That is the best in the NFL.
Yeah, no question. And there was a nice hole there as the 49ers had pullers in front of McCaffrey, and he ran into the hip of a defender and just went down. With all that surge and momentum going forward, got tripped up.
McCaffrey, 2 carries so far tonight, just 4 yards. 2nd down, 8. He goes in motion out right. Christian does. Brock going to step up, gets pressured, and he's sacked from the backside. He may have avoided the sack by coming forward. It's going to be close, but that is Derek Hall, their rush end, picking up his 2nd sack of the year. Missed a large chunk of the year due to injury. Brock was forced to step up in the pocket, and Hall was able to run him down from the backside.
Well, they had pressure, and they come with Drake Thomas up the gut in one of the safeties. So Brock is going to get some yards, but that's what Seattle has been able to do all year long with their speed on the edges. They get off blocks and close down the space. Derek Hall did exactly that. That'll probably be a half-a-yard sack.
It is. Their first of the night, 3rd down and 9. Purdy back, and here's pressure from DeMarcus Lawrence to throw out to Jawan Jennings. He'll be tackled shy of the 1st down. 3rd and Jawan comes up about a yard short. Had to get to the 45-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and short. So what will Kyle Shanahan do on the minus 43-yard line?
And it's going to be a yard and a half, 2 yards.
He's
I think
going to
he
punt.
thought about it. He's going to punt.
It's the strength of the Seattle defense against another defense, maybe against Chicago as you go forward in that situation, Tim, but they are going to punt the football away again. So the Niners yet to pick up a 1st down tonight. Have gone 3 and out twice. Thomas Morstead, they had 23 consecutive drives without punting, and to open the game against this stout Seattle defense, they punt the first 2 times they have the ball. A swirling punt by Morstead, and the fair catch called there by Rashid Shaheed inside the Seattle 20-yard line. They'll start on the 18-yard line. Seahawks have completely dominated the opening quarter. We have 2:26 to play in the first 15. Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
Gold Bar Whiskey's brand new canned cocktails now available for the first time ever. Introducing Double Gold, made in collaboration with 49ers legend Joe Montana. It's smooth, strong, and refreshingly crisp. Crafted with award-winning Gold Bar Whiskey and real orange, ginger, and lime juices, Double Gold is now available in Levi's Stadium and quality retailers. Gold Bar Whiskey, the official whiskey of the San Francisco 49ers. 8% alcohol by volume. Please enjoy responsibly.
It's football season, and now you can get almost anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. What do we mean by almost? Well, you can't get a running back delivered, but you can get baby back ribs delivered.
Appreciate that gift. Thank you.
That's enough. But a honey butter dinner roll? That's a yes. A 6-pack of abs? Definitely no. But a 6-pack of beer? Uber Eats can get you that. There you have it. Get almost anything for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now.
Just like a strong run-pass offense, a trip to California's Great America, the official theme park of the 49ers, is always a touchdown. Every visit scores big with iconic rides, thrills for the whole family, plus kid-sized fun at Planet Snoopy. Niners fans can explore over 50 attractions made for everyone to enjoy. Grab a Gold Pass today for unlimited visits, free parking, and access to over 40 Six Flags parks, valid through 2026. Get your tickets or passes today at cagreatamerica.com.
From the opening kickoff to the game-winning drive, the 49ers play to win. And when the game ends, it's your turn to experience the thrill of winning at Cache Creek Casino Resort. You're just a short drive away from a AAA luxury 4-diamond hotel, 11 restaurants, an award-winning golf course, and exhilarating gaming. Come play and win at Cache Creek Casino Resort. Proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers. Please play responsibly.
U.S. Bank and the 49ers know no one wins alone. Every play, every plan, every goal takes a team. Join the official bank of the 49ers.
Seahawks running game has been wildly inconsistent all year, but the last 2 weeks, Carolina last week on the road, 163 yards rushing. The game before that wild overtime win against the LA Rams, 171 yards rushing. They got it cranking right now, T-Rock, and Charbonnet and Walker are running all over the Niners.
Yeah, and both of these backs are unbelievably gifted in different ways in the way they ground and pound.
They're staying at a true eye. Ooch, the 274-pound fullback at elite. Kenneth Walker off the right side. A gaping hole, 30, 35, all the way out to the 40-yard line before D. Winters runs him down. Kenneth Walker rips off 20 more yards on the ground.
Yeah, he's just cutting right off the backside and just playing the stunts that the 49ers are running. And Jordan Elliott's just got to do a better job against Abel, the rookie left guard. He is lined up outside shade of him. He is a B-gap player. Squeeze him down and wait for the cutback. He got two head up, crossed his face. That opened the lane.
First down and 10, Seattle on their 38-yard line. They got to run it again to Kenneth Walker, the third. Backside was taken away by Sam Okawano, so he stayed play side, and the Niners were able to drop that after a negligible gain. Their offensive coordinator is a Kubiak. It is Gary's son, Clint Kubiak. Of course, Clay runs the 49er offense in combination with Kyle. If you can't stop the run against a Kubiak, they will run it all night on you.
Yeah, and he runs it 29 times a game. I do not like what I'm seeing out of the 49er front right now because guys are in good position at the point of attack. They're trying to make plays up front that aren't theirs. Stay in your gap. If it cuts back the other way, you got to trust your linebacker is going to be there.
Charbonnet now in for Walker. Here's Darnold on 2nd and 9. Caught by Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's got a first down out to midfield. Just settled down there in a soft spot and able to pick up 11 yards more. So Charbonnet's run for 47. Kenneth Walker, the third, 41. And Sam Darnold is now 5 for 6, and he's passed for 48 more.
Well, and they're just picking it as soft spots in the zone and going at the linebackers, and D. Winters stays inside. They run Upton Stout to the outside. And Renardo Green can't break fast enough to get on JSN to get a hand on that football.
Only 30 seconds to play in the opening quarter. 1st and 10, Seattle on the 49-yard line. It's a handoff to Charbonnet. Nicely played there by Jair Brown, coming in from the safety spot to slam that down. You're going to have to get help from the secondary, certainly, to stop this running game. 49ers and Seahawks decided the NFC West. The NFC South was not decided today, but a big win by Tampa Bay. They beat Carolina 16-14. Our scoreboard update is sponsored by Dolan Law, the best lawyers we hope you'll never need. Seattle up on the line, but they're going to let the first quarter expire, and they'll start the second quarter.
There's going to be a penalty on the Seahawks here.
What happened there? They were trying to run the clock out. That would be a really sloppy penalty to take at the end of the quarter. Here's Bill Vinovich, our referee tonight.
False start. Office number 88. Mark penalty. Still second down. Please put 1 second on the game clock.
As A.J. Barner, the young tight end, who misaligned earlier in the game when they were on the goal line. He didn't know where to line up, and Cooper Kupp told him where to go, and that time he false starts. So that'll drop him back. Second down and 15. And the first quarter will expire on that play. So Seattle will be on their 46-yard line, but we start the second quarter facing a second down and 15, up 7-0. We're back with the second quarter right after these messages.
I bet you folks are glad to be done with your shopping. Hopefully, all your gifts went well. But there's one last store to visit, this time just for yourself. Your chance to get one of the top-rated Samsung, LG, or Sony TVs at a crazy low price. Where? At Video Only's year-end clearance sale. A great way to end the year. If you don't check out these deals at Video Only, you'll be sorry.
Have a warning light on? We can fix that. At Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, we're your one-stop automotive shop. So when it comes to batteries, engines, brakes, and tire rotations, we can fix that. And oh yes, we're really good at oil changes too. Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. The auto pros that keep you on the go. Now get $10 off any 17-point oil change. Go to speedyoil.com/NorCal to get your coupon today. Most vehicles discount off regular price. See website for details.
Dignity Health is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the San Francisco 49ers and Levi's Stadium. On or off the field, our doctors, nurses, and care teams work together to help our patients feel their best. From emergency and advanced cardiac services to maternity, orthopedics, cancer care, and more. We're your partner in health and wellness. Learn more about us at dignityhealth.org. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
It's back. The 2026 Silicon Valley Auto Show. January 9th through the 11th at the Santa Clara Convention Center. From EVs to customs and exotics, you can see, touch, even test drive some of the latest models. The Silicon Valley Auto Show, sponsored by SEFQ. January 9th through the 11th at the Santa Clara Convention Center. Get tickets now at svautoshow.com.
Get ready for game day with same-day delivery from Safeway. Order online at Safeway.com and get $30 off your first online order with code SAVE30.
Live and local. Live and local. This is Sacktown Sports.
Porter, remember the first 29 minutes in Houston, they were completely outplayed. First 15 minutes tonight against Seattle in this monumentally big game. They're down 7-0. Seattle has 8 first downs in the opening quarter. The Niners had none, and they outgained the Niners 125 yards to 15. We start the second quarter. We've changed ends. Seattle moving from north to south. Darnold on a second down out of the shotgun. Has time, throws out left, and the catch made there by Smith and Jigba. Shakes a man down the sideline, runs for a first down. They never pushed him out of bounds.
No, he's out.
He did step out. He will run into the end zone for a touchdown. But the official on the Seahawks sideline said he stepped out of bounds. But again, very sloppy tackling on the Seattle sideline as Jackson Smith and Jigba goes for 18 yards as Tatum Bethune dove for him. Couldn't get him on the ground. Did he step out? Yes,
yep, he
did.
stepped out at about the 36, 37-yard line.
Otherwise, that would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, in tackling, too many missed tackles already in this game. No question about it. Tatum Bethune just not on the right track in terms of getting Jackson Smith and Jigba out of bounds. It was well defended. You've got to finish the play and make the tackle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba going for 34 yards on that play, or 17 yards on that play. Has 3 carries, 34 yards. Here's Charbonnet on the right side, that wide outside zone. He stays play side, jumps by Diamador Lenore, and picks up good yardage, setting up a second down. To simplify it, when you see Charbonnet in the game, he's going to run a lot of outside zones. He likes the wide, one cut downhill. Kenneth Walker, the third T-Rock, will run more inside zones and more gap runs, but he just turned that corner easily.
Yeah, and they got Jason Pinnock kicked out. 49ers looked like they were in a stun up front. Malik Mustafa's got to make that tackle, and he just undercut the crack block and then had no chance to make it.
And Charbonnet does run for a first down, so it's 1st and 10, Seattle on the Niner 26-yard line. Here's a fake toss and a roll to the left by Darnold. Plenty of time. Now chased out of the pocket, coming back right. Lucas a block. He throws wide to throw the ball away. So they fake the toss going right, a half roll coming left. Squared his shoulder up. He had about 5 seconds. Finally got pressured, rolled out right, and then essentially threw the ball away.
Yeah, and a good job by D. Winters in the plaster drill. It was well covered on the keeper to the front side on the levels. Everybody in good coverage, and then D. Winters just doesn't give up, plastering on the tight end as Sam Darnold tried to throw it in that direction.
And Cleve Ferrell got off the block of Eric Saubert, the former Niner of a year ago, to put pressure on Darnold. 2nd down 10, Seattle. They go into an eye again. Hoots, the big fullback at 274, ahead of K9. They're going to run it off the right side. Nicely played there by Okawanu, and he will throw him back for a huge loss. Not only had Forrest contain on that side, Tim, but he made the tackle, throwing K9 down around the hips. That's a 4-yard TFL.
Yeah, and a really good job by Kendricks taking on the lead block, as you said, and then Sam Okawanu in great position as well, beating his block over there on Abraham Lucas. 49ers did not keep the 2 safeties back that time. They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense and paid for it to set up this 3rd and 14.
Eric Kendricks playing a lot tonight as a Sam linebacker over Luke Gifford, and the Seahawks are forcing the Niners to play a lot of base with 3 linebackers on the field. 3rd down 14, big play. Walker goes in motion left to screen. A block by Bobo, and getting through the block to make the tackle. Let's do it is Upton Stout. What a play he made there as they brought in the wide receiver Bobo to make the block. He never did. Stout got around that and held that to a 1-yard gain.
Well, Stout is as twitchy as it gets, and he came up on Bobo and really defeated that block and put a little shake in front of Bobo. He didn't know how to attack him. He waited, and Kenneth Walker basically ran right into the leverage or where Stout was filling. Very good tackle.
47-yard field goal for Jason Myers from the left hash. Chris Stoll, the long snapper, and Michael Dixon, their punter. He's had a tremendous year this year. Jason Myers, this one leaking out towards the right, and it is no good. Jason Myers misses the kick. Only a 6th miss of the entire year. He's made 39. Starting on the left hash mark, he tried to get that inside the right upright, but again going north to south here, the wind blowing that direction, blow it wide. Niners get their first break of the football game. They will take over at their own 37-yard line, and they are still looking for their first down of the game. 12:28 to play in the opening half. Seattle 7, 49ers nothing. This is the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
Picture this. You're over at your friend's house watching the game. Your team is winning, the drinks are great, and the overall vibe is even better. Then you leave. There's sirens, police lights, and the fun night becomes a life-changing mistake. Ending the night right starts with how you get there. Before you grab the keys, have a plan for how you get home. Use a rideshare app, call a cab, or designate a sober driver. Choose a sober way to go. Go safely, California. A message from the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans.
The clock is ticking. This holiday season, give the gift they'll really love. A new Honda from Northern California's best Honda dealer, Stockton Honda. Happy Honda Days are happening right now. Score big with low payments, top trade-in value, and a huge selection of new Hondas, all at Stockton Honda. Anytime, anywhere, it's all here.
Based on the results of the study recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025. Makita's built for the pros who show up early, who don't do shortcuts, only precise cuts. With tools built to last, job after job, year after year. Performance that pays off, because when the job calls for the best, you answer. And when you need the best, you call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University
Appreciate that gift,
campus,
Larry.
we help keep your
Thanks for the New Year's Eve 2026.
With our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save
What's up,
no
Brock?
application fee.
What's up, Alfredo?
Classes start January
How you guys
2nd.
doing?
Learn more at umgc.edu.
How are you,
Certified
Nicole?
to operate in Virginia by Shell.
Appreciate you guys for watching.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
Niners take over on their own 37-yard line, down 7-0. Purdy, a quick throw out left behind George Kittle, but he makes the catch around the outside, up around the 40 and dropped down the 44-yard line. First positive gain there on first down for the 49ers, still seeking their first down of the game, but they're able to pick up 6 yards on the quickie to George Kittle there.
Yeah, and a strong catch by George. A good play design. Had DeMarcus Robinson and Kyle Juszczyk out there as lead blockers, just flipped it to him out in the left flank behind the line of scrimmage. George contorted his body, caught the football, and was able to get 6.
You'd like to avoid third down against this defense if you can and pick up the first down on second down. Second down and 4, Purdy in the gun. McCaffrey to his right. Kyle Juszczyk will go in motion from the left, outside the numbers right. Purdy checks it down middle to McCaffrey. First down Niners, their first of the night, and he's into Seattle territory. Just ran that little Texas route over the middle, the option route. You can pick on this Seattle linebacking core at times, Tim, and that time McCaffrey did for 10 yards.
Yeah, and a great play call versus what Mike McDonald dialed up. He brought Eman Wari on a blitz pressure right to that side, and McCaffrey just ended up right where Eman Wari left and vacated. Brock saw it, delivered, good play call, good first down.
Freeman Warrior only played 4 snaps in the opener back on September the 7th. He's going to have a big role tonight. Here's a play action, a roll by Purdy to Jennings. Reek Woolen will throw him out of bounds rudely after no gain. What a play by Reek Woolen. So long and 6'4" and so fast. They faked the run to McCaffrey going left and rolled Purdy right with Jennings there in the quick check down, but that actually lost a yard.
Yeah, and a really good job by Reek Woolen, who was tracking the whole way from the other side. That play looked like it had something. Nwosu knocked Jennings off track just a little bit, which slowed him down and allowed the long arm Reek Woolen to get that tackle for loss.
He had a rough game in the opener, gave up the game-losing touchdown catch to Jake Tonjes and a deep one to Ricky Pearsall earlier in the game. Second down 11, Purdy out of the shotgun, going to throw middle, caught by Jennings. He got blasted, and the ball was dislodged there by Drake Thomas.
Juwan's hurt.
But he got hammered. The moment he caught the ball, Thomas hit him hard. Juwan does get up, but he is limping noticeably and coming off the field. He's frustrated.
It's 7-0 Seahawks.
That he landed. It looked like he just got hit as he was stretched out and came down, and the first thing that hit was that right shoulder on the turf.
Big time hit by Drake Thomas, the third-year
linebacker
of North Carolina State. Somewhat of a surprise that he is playing as a starting will linebacker.
Oh, and he's playing good.
49ers 3rd and 11 close to midfield.
Shows up.
Now the Niners face a third down and long against this overload pressure. They don't often bring more than 4, Sam, but it's hard to tell who's coming and who's dropping in this Mike McDonald third down pressure package. It's third down at 11. Niners on the Seattle 49-yard line. McCaffrey goes left slot. They have 3 receivers left and 2 right. Purdy back, steps up in the pocket, will try to run for a first down, gets wide, 45, and he'll dive out close to a first down.
They might go for this.
I think there's a great
They're 4th and 1.
They will, but he's going to be a little bit short. Nicely done by Brock to step up, avoid the pressure and the sack, get out to his right, turn the corner, he dove. He never gave himself up, but they're going to mark him on the 39-yard line of Seattle. They have to get to the 38. 4th down and 1, and Kyle's going to go for it. How do they exactly do this? A little bit long to do a Purdy plunge here, a quarterback sneak.
Well, we'll see. The Juice Goose has been very effective this year with Kyle Juszczyk getting the push. I don't even see Juice on the field.
They're going to go into a shotgun with McCaffrey to his right. He's going to throw on 4th down, and the play got whistled down. A timeout was called before the snap.
McDonald may have called a timeout.
He looked over the 49er defense and decided to call a timeout before this big 4th down and 1. 49ers going forward on their 39-yard line, down 7-0 with 9:41 to play in this first half. Greg Papa and Tim Ryan up in the Lon Simmons broadcast booth, and the guy who so ably was in this seat for most of the years on the sidelines tonight, Guy Haberman.
Even greater honor to on the broadcast. Good news down here.
Not working, Guy.
Time with the microphone of Guy Haberman. We'll get down to him in a moment. I think there's a challenge here as well, Tim, on the spot of the football, and where Brock Purdy dove to pick it up. Ty Okada, the safety, Brock's foot went out of bounds at a spot that was a challenge. They looked at it, and they decided to leave the ball, I think, where it is. So it is a 4th down and 1 coming up for the Niners on the 39-yard line. Before McDonald called that timeout, they were not going to Purdy plunge it. Well, now they might, because he's going under center. McCaffrey, the lone back. We'll see if Juszczyk goes in motion. He does, but they are going to play action. Purdy will throw on 4th down to Marcus Lawrence in his face. Brock throws out left, broke it up, incomplete. Try to get a Juszczyk as a check down.
Wow.
Reek Woolen was all over him to cover up Juszczyk, but it was the interior pressure that came from the former Cowboy, DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah, well, they had all 4 guys flying up inside. DeMarcus Lawrence working the edge. McCaffrey misses in protection.
How does that ball not go to
Well, I'll tell
McCaffrey?
you, good effort by Kyle Juszczyk coming back and driving at that football, or that may be a house call pick 6 going the other way by Reek Woolen.
Seattle will take it back on their 40-yard line when we come back to Levi's. The Seahawks lead 7-0 with 9:35 to play in the second quarter. This is the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
Dignity Health is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the San Francisco 49ers and Levi's Stadium. On or off the field, our doctors, nurses, and care teams work together to help our patients feel their best. From emergency and advanced cardiac services to maternity, orthopedics, cancer care, and more. We're your partner in health and wellness. Learn more about us at dignityhealth.org. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Go for the win at Grayton Resort and Casino. Experience California's premier entertainment destination with luxurious accommodations, world-class spa, live entertainment, and the hottest slots and table games. Plus, a spring 2026 expansion featuring non-smoking gaming, signature restaurants, and an immersive sports bar. Perfect for game day gatherings and unforgettable nights out. Turn every play into a win. Right in the heart of Sonoma wine country. Grayton Resort and Casino. Proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers. Have you been hurt or injured? If so, call Venardi Zerata, your faithful Bay Area injury attorneys fighting for justice. A local law firm with a winning reputation who only gets paid if you win. Call Venardi Zerata now at 1-800-JUSTICE for your free consultation. That's 1-800-JUSTICE. Let Venardi Zerata fight for the compensation you deserve. Call 1-800-JUSTICE now for your free, no-obligation consultation. That's 1-800-JUSTICE. Venardi Zerata, official sponsors of the San Francisco 49ers.
When you fill up a 76, you're ready to go. To that music festival you see posted about each year, but have never been to. And you ready to go? To a sunrise yoga class before work. And go dog sitting. And try to get the zoomies under control. Now who wants to go? Go here, go there, go anywhere with 76.
It's football season, and now you can get almost anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now.
Live and local. Live and local.
This is Sacktown Sports.
Hold up nearly 500 yards of offense. So far, in a quarter and 5.5 minutes, they have one first down and 39 yards. Sam Darnold, after a play action, drops back to pass, has eternity, throws, caught. Smith and Jigba inside the 49 or 45-yard line, dropped on the 43-yard line. He's so good running down the sideline, but I think where he's most lethal on those in-breaking routes, and that time it was man coverage against Renardo Green that he beat for 18 yards.
Well, and it all starts on the release. Renardo is in press coverage and never slows him down or disrupts his timing. And Sam Darnold's got all day to throw. So that play is going to take a little while to develop as he's got to get all the way across the field, and Sam put it right on the money.
4 targets to JSN, 4 catches for 52 yards. Offset out of the left, Oots the fullback ahead of Zach Charbonnet. First and 10, Seattle on the 9 or 43. Charbonnet starts left, stays play side, and gets thrown down brutally. Alfred Collins, the rookie, makes the tackle and holds that to only a 2-yard gain. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the U.S. Bank San Francisco 49ers Radio Network.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports, 1140.
49ers are actually fortunate to be down only 7-0. Seattle stalled out in the low red zone, went forward on 4th down. Jason Myers missed a 47-yard field goal. They've dominated the entire game. Darnold under center, hand off Kenneth Walker the third coming left, and he bangs down to the 49er 36-yard line. That'll bring up a big 3rd down and 4. 49ers will bring in their sub package, Tim, and try to get after the quarterback a little bit. Yatir Gross-Matos checks in along with Sam Okuwano, and Bryce Hupp, one of their better pass rushers, will come in to get after Sam Darnold. Sam has cut back his sacks this year from last year in Minnesota when he had 48 sacks, his 25 this year, but he has committed 20 turnovers on the year, the most in the NFL. 14 interceptions, 6 lost fumbles. Look out for a screen there, possibly. 3rd down and 4. They have 3 receivers right, K9 left. Darnold under pressure immediately, runs away from a sack and runs for near a 1st down. He did go into a slide, so where did he give himself up? He had to get to the Niners' 32-yard line, and they will spot the ball on the 31.
I think D. Winters is hurt. D came flying through, and I think twisted his ankle or got it stepped on by one of the offensive linemen. I think Josh Jones stepped on the lower leg of D. Winters.
Yeah, it'd be a huge loss to lose the Will linebacker here. It's a 5-yard run by Sam Darnold on a 3rd down to get Seattle a 1st and 10. We'll give you the update on D from Guy Abram when we come back. 7:17 to play the first half. Seattle 7, 49ers nothing. We're back right after these messages. Hi, this is Greg Papa. Disasters hit every day. If your home, business, or building has suffered from any disaster, SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to and letting their focus be on what's most important, your family or your business. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
A new exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card is your opportunity to go from card holder to ticket holder for the FIFA World Cup 2026. For a limited time, when you're approved for a new customized cash rewards or
It's
unlimited
7-0
cash rewards Visa
Seattle,
credit card,
Larry.
you're eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more today at
Seattle's got the football right now.
FWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. All rights reserved.
My name is Whitney Allen. I'm a widow. My husband Ryan died. Never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/fast. That's ethos.com/fast. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service.
Appreciate that like. Thank you guys.
And customer service. We're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Sacramento's official home for the San Francisco 49ers.
Sacktown Sports.
T. Winters limped off the field. He's in the blue tent. We'll hear from Guy Haberman in a moment. Garrett Wallow replaces him at weak side linebacker. So it's Bethune, Eric Kendricks, and Garrett Wallow, your three linebackers. Niners playing a big nickel. Jason Pinnock out there. Here's a run to Kenneth Walker. Stays patient in the hole, then explodes through it and runs down to the 25-yard line on a first down and 10. Unlike Kenneth Walker, he normally hops and gets out of those holes. He waited and then squirted through as we check in on the injury to D. Winters with Guy Haberman.
Yeah, it was the left leg, Greg. He was laying on the field, hands on his helmet, but the good news was he was able to walk off.
It's a simulation. The real game's on the radio. I got the play-by-play of the real game, Larry.
Can't afford to lose him. Obviously, they have three linebackers out there. Bethune, a second-year, seventh-round pick with Kendricks and Wallow. Second down 4 for Seattle. Stretch run to Kenneth Walker, the third. K9 will keep it place out. He picks up.
Hey, what's up, Marie? Appreciate that.
The play was over from the deep secondary. Right now, it's a first down for Seattle.
It's going to be a hole.
Offensive is 76. 10-yard penalty. You can suck it up.
Very late call there. A late flag came in at the end of the play on Gray Zabel, their rookie left guard. First-round draft pick out of North Dakota State. They actually have a couple of Bisons on their offensive line. The rookie at left guard and Jalen Sundell, also a former Bison at Trey Lance's school, is their center.
Yeah, and they both played together, obviously, as you said. And Tatum Bethune, and a good track right there, just tackled by Zabel there to push these guys back. The D-tackle's got to play better. It's that simple. Alfred Collins has done a good job when he's been out there, but these other guys have not played to the level the 49ers need him to play at.
Second down 11. Donald, a three-step drop, going to throw out left. Nice ball there to A.J. Barner to fit it in and complete it. Just able to get it past the reach of the 49er defender on that play. So it is inside the 30-yard line and on the 28-yard line. What a down 6 coming up. What a ball by Donald.
Yeah, that's a ball location because it was really good coverage by Pinnock coming off, kind of getting rubbed by another receiver who was out in the route. And Pinnock got in good position, but a perfect throw from Sam Darnold.
Sam can sling it. He's hitting on 67% of his throws. He had a game against Washington this year where he was 16 of 16 in the first half and threw for 4 touchdowns. Then he got a little turnover happy. Big play on third down and 6. Steps up in the pocket, going to throw for the end zone. Smith and Jigba. It's broken up. Nice play coming from center field by Jair Brown.
Great job by Jair because that ball was there. Renardo knew he had help over the top, so he's in a trail position on Jackson Smith and Jigba. Sam sees it. He delivers the mail and put it up high where only Njigba could get it on the double move. There was a lot of separation. Ball came out a little late, allowed Jair Brown to get over the top and knock that ball out.
A little stutter and go there by JSN, something he did against Renardo Green opening day. But a nice play by Jair Brown. 45-yard field goal by Jason Myers. He missed from 47. Same situation, left hash mark. Good snap by Stoll. Dixon gets it down, and this time Jason Myers, who has made more field goals than anybody in the history of the Seahawks franchise, and they're now celebrating their 50th anniversary year, makes his 199th field goal after missing earlier. And Seattle has opened up a 2-score lead now. 5:19 to play in the
10-0 Seattle.
First half of football completely dominated by the Seahawks. The U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
Get ready for the game with same-day delivery from Safeway. We'll hand-pick all your game day favorites and bring the tailgate straight to your home. Get quality meat, fresh produce, drinks, and more without missing kickoff. All for the same price you see in store. From prep to play, we've got your game day covered. Order online at Safeway.com and get $30 off your first online order when you enter SAVE30 at checkout. Win big with Safeway same-day delivery.
49ers fans know the importance of a winning strategy on the field. Off the field, Dignity Health is here to help you develop your winning playbook for living a happy, healthy life. Our award-winning hospitals and care sites are supported by a lineup of 50,000 doctors, nurses, and extended care teams. Learn more about us at dignityhealth.org. The official healthcare partner for the San Francisco 49ers and Levi's Stadium. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
NFL fans, when it's time to get 49ers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100 verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/49ERS.
Hey faithful, Matt Mayoko here. As soon as the game ends, go to NBC Sports Bay Area to watch 49ers postgame live or stream it on the NBC Sports app. Don't miss highlights, expert analysis, and exclusive interviews from key players and coaches straight from the locker room to you. Want even more game day coverage? Get the latest news, articles, and videos on the NBC Sports Bay Area app. 49ers postgame live kicks off immediately after the game, only on NBC Sports Bay Area.
U.S. Bank and the 49ers know no one wins alone. Every play, every plan, every goal takes a team. Join the official bank of the 49ers.
Sacramento's official home for the San Francisco 49ers.
The brawl for it all. The battle of Seattle dominated by the Seahawks. 5:19 to play in the first half. They lead 10-0. Our 49ers Seahawks game is brought to you by SAP. Jason Myers will kick it off. And this will bounce and go out of bounds. The Niners will take it on the 40-yard line.
Team number 5.
So Jason Myers missed a
40-yard line, first down.
Thank you, Bill Vinovich. A 47-yard field goal, and now he kicks the ball off out of bounds. So the Niners a great drive start after Seattle. The Toyota scoring drive summary goes 9 plays, 33 yards. And they do get a 45-yard field goal from Jason Myers after Jackson Smith and Jigba had the 18-yard big catch. And nice play by Jair Brown. And from center field to prevent a touchdown there. Sam was late with the ball. So the Niners are down only 10-0.
Yeah.
It feels a lot worse now. Well, the key thing is to score here before halftime, get the ball to start the second half.
Absolutely. Bending, but not necessarily breaking on defense. The offense has got to find a rhythm here.
Shotgun Purdy pressured by Mafe, throws a screen, and Kittle's going to lose yardage there. Eamon Worry makes the play all over the screen. McCaffrey came in motion. He was wide left, came across the formation. Little player action. The ball went to Kittle on a quick. Eamon Worry, the rookie out of South Carolina, blows that up for a 6-yard loss.
Yeah, and Austin Pleasant's got to get out faster. He holds in too tight in the stack, holds it a little bit too long, and Eamon Worry was all over it with his eyes. Really good play by him.
George, just a half a beat block on Boye Mafe, then released out, but Eamon Worry, what a difference maker he is. against Kittle or a back like McCaffrey. He is just special. Here's Purdy on 2nd and 16. Throws, catch immediately tackled there by Devin Witherspoon. Their secondary is so skilled there. McCaffrey got buried. Witherspoon, a 5th overall pick a couple of years ago, 3 years in the NFL, a 3-time Pro Bowler. You got Woolen, Eamon Worry. They got some long monsters in their secondary.
Yeah, and this is what they count on now, getting you into forcing negative plays, getting you into long down and distances, sitting in that G shell and playing with high-octane aggression underneath.
49ers have dropped back to pass time and time again. They can't get the running game going at all. Purdy will drop back here, presumably for an 11th straight drop back on 3rd down and 10. Mafia pressure. Purdy gets set, gets away from it, rolls left, and throws to the sideline. Caught for a first down. Into Seattle territory. There goes 3rd and Jawan on a 3rd down and 10. Beautifully done by Purdy to avoid the pressure, get out to his left.
Yeah, no question. Biggest play of the game for the offense because both guys were getting beat on the edges. Brock's able to step up and then just squeeze out and is able to find Jawan Jennings over on the 49er sideline. 2 receivers over there and found some space against Rick Woolen and Witherspoon.
Niners have got to get a running game going a little bit. Purdy is dropping back to throw every single time. They are going to run here with Brian Robinson Jr. on 1st down, breaking tackles and pushing inside the Seattle 45 and down to around the 42-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 4 as Brian Robinson Jr. picked up 6 yards, Guy Haberman.
D. Winters is listed as questionable, Greg, with a left ankle injury. Because he's in the tent, Jair Brown has been getting work on his right hamstring outside of the tent, and D. Winters remains in the tent.
Our injury update brought to you by Dignity Health, the official care partner of the 49ers and Levi's Stadium.
Yeah, I see Jair down there. He is stretching that hammy right now in front of the bench as we speak, walking with a limp.
There he got dinged up on that play where he broke up the deep shots in Jigba. Purdy rolls right in there by DeMarcus Lawrence, gets it out to Kittle, and Kittle will catch a low ball and run for a first down.
What a play.
By both guys. First, Brock Purdy, the boot going to his right, Tim, had DeMarcus Lawrence in his lap, threw the ball around him, got the ball to Kittle a bit low, but George went down to scoop it, and then run for 7 yards and a first down.
Yeah, they were defending the boot the whole way. They're anticipating, and that's a good call from McDonald, and Brock's able to put the brakes on, get it to Kittle, who drop steps and squeezes out every yard possible. Really well done by Brock and George.
Niners do not need to snap this ball before the 2-minute warning, and probably should not. 2:03, 2:02, play clock at 6. They're going to take it down to the 2-minute warning. You don't want to give the ball back to Seattle. Thank you, Bill Vinovich. The Niners need to score. This is what Kyle Shanahan does. He won the toss. He deferred. You want to score here going into halftime, get the ball to start the second half, and get back into the game. Our 2-minute warning is sponsored by Xfinity's 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, no surprises, no scrambling. 10-0 Seattle on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
The United Airlines app has all the bells and whistles to make flying easier and can save you around 30 minutes at the airport. Get real-time flight updates like a live countdown clock to boarding, even if your screen is locked. Get play-by-play directions through the airport with a personalized map. And if you want to make a game time decision and go home early or stay longer, there are no fees to change your flight. Get the United app at united.com/app.
No fees to change your flight, excludes basic economy. Applies to flights originating in the U.S. Fare difference may apply.
Throughout history, people have relied on trusted partners to answer the call. Sometimes at work, other times when relaxing. And today, it's no different. Only now, a new kind of peace answers back. Meet the Toyota Tacoma, boldly designed, loaded with technology, and built with the power and reliability you'd expect from a Toyota truck. When the call comes, Tacoma is ready to answer. Toyota, let's go places. Visit Toyota.com for details.
Get ready for the game with same-day delivery from Safeway. We'll hand-pick all your game day favorites and bring the tailgate straight to your home. Get quality meat, fresh produce, drinks, and more without missing kickoff. All for the same price you see in store. From prep to play, we've got your game day covered. Order online at Safeway.com and get $30 off your first online order when you enter SAVE30 at checkout. Win big with Safeway same-day delivery. It's baggy season. Holiday plans on plans on plans. Shop new Levi's baggy styles.
For men, shop the 578 baggie and washes for any invite. For women, shop the Baggie Dad Barrel in all your favorite washes. Pick your pair. Baggie can handle the holiday hustle. Peak season, low stress. Baggie bends the dress code and is up for any occasion. Shop new styles in-store and at Levi.com. All polished, still baggy, Levi's.
Brought to the 49ers faithful by Scratchers from the California Lottery, reminding you to
Appreciate
play like a
that
pro
like.
and
Thank
get in
you.
on the action with Game Day Scratchers. A little play can make your day. Sacktown Sports.
Check us out on YouTube. Search Sacktown Sports and subscribe.
Ron Simmons broadcast booth. Seattle dominating the game, Tim, but it's time for the Niners to get back in the game here late in the first half on this drive. 2-minute warning. They come out of the huddle facing a 1st and 10 on Seattle's 37-yard line. Seahawks lead by a score of 10-0. Purdy is under center. McCaffrey the lone back. They're going to stretch run to Christian coming left. Eamon Warry in the hole. Makes him cut back inside. And Drake Thomas, the weak side linebacker, is there to handle it. Only a 3-yard gain. McCaffrey, 3 carries, only 7 yards tonight on the ground.
Yeah, and that ball is designed to go outside. But as you said, Eamon Warry, they play that big nickel really exclusively. He is kind of the Kyle Hamilton of this defense, of what McDonald had in Baltimore, and he forces that cutback. Christian cut right back into Seattle bodies.
2nd and 7 on the 34. It's a pistol run and a flip back. It's going to be a flea flicker to Brock Purdy. Right, going to throw right flat. It's caught there by McCaffrey. Shoved out of bounds by Eamon Warry and Ernest Jones the fourth. So it was a reverse flea flicker. And McCaffrey took the handoff, flipped it to Marcus Robinson, coming back to Brock. And then the flea flicker back. And McCaffrey able to catch it down the sideline. Not a big gain. A gain of only 4 sets up a 3rd down and 3.
Well, they had everybody covered. That designed to go down the field, but have the check down outlet just in case. Witherspoon was all over Kendrick Bourne. Nobody open there. And Julian Love, I believe, came up and was able to get George Kittle, so there was nobody open.
Now they motion McCaffrey left slot. They go empty. 2 right, 3 left on 3rd down. Purdy looks left, now middle, now right, now chased out, tripped up, and dropped on the 30-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th down.
Timeout.
Seattle call a timeout here with 1:09 to go in the half. Mike McDonald all over it. And we'll see what Kyle Shanahan does on a 4th and 3 on the Seattle 30-yard line. So
it's 10-0 Seattle, Larry.
Would be 48 yards away. Tim, does he go for it on 4th down here?
1 minute, 1:10 left. 2nd quarter. 49ers with the ball though.
But Mike McDonald, only 7 of 11 coming into the game tonight on 4th down. Did go for it in the lower red zone and failed. Right now,
I think you kick it.
He is bringing his field goal unit out.
Look, it has been tough sledding for the offense. This is by far the best drive they've had. It's only their 3rd drive of the game, but deep in territory.
49ers 48-yard field goal attempt.
You know what Kyle's thinking about? He does not like to give the ball to the other team to end the first half at all. So Eddie Pinheiro into the wind here will try this field goal from 48 yards away. It's just inside the right hash mark. Eddie having a brilliant year, as you all know, 27 of 28. John Weeks will
it's
smash.
Good.
Thomas Morstead will hold to try to get the Niners on the board. And Eddie Money right down the middle again drives that through from 48 yards away.
Yeah, Seattle's dominated them, bro. You're right.
Is going to be to hold down the Seattle offense when they get the ball back with 1:06 to play. Mike McDonald, a young head coach in his 2nd year, called that timeout to get the ball back. We'll see what he does when you got players as dangerous as Jackson Smith and Jigba. They can get down the field in a hurry. Seattle.
Yeah, right now, Rat, it's 10-3. 1:06 left to go 2nd quarter.
And right now, they are 13-3 and coming to this last week battle with a 6-game winning streak.
Yeah, and 7-1 on the road this year. 14-2 under Mike McDonald since he's been the head coach. That is 2nd best all time behind the 49ers, who were in the first 2 years of a head coach 16-0. Under the guidance of George Seifert.
Incredible run for Coach Seifert, who should be in the Hall of Fame. 3 times he won a Super Bowl as a D coordinator and twice as a head coach. The Pinheiro field goal there from 48 gets the Niners on the board. Our Toyota scoring drive summary, 9 plays, 30 yards, 4:13 expired. Rashid Shaheed back on the goal line for Seattle. They have 66 seconds to answer. The kickoff by Pinheiro. And Shaheed, will he come out? He will. He caught it on the 2-yard line. So dangerous. Stays right 20. 25, Jalik Young, a block in front of him, the big receiver, and he rolls out across the 35-yard line. A 34-yard kickoff return for Rashid Shaheed, who they made a trade to get on November the 4th, the day of the deadline, from the New Orleans Saints. They've got Cooper Kupp. His numbers are way down. They got Jackson Smith and Jigba, those two running backs, A.J. Barner and Sam Darnold. But the strength of this team undeniably is their defense and their special teams.
And it's obvious in how this game has been unfolding. This offense has been moving the ball up and down the field. The 49ers have been able to make a couple of key plays at key times on 3rd and 4th down.
Seahawks have no timeouts remaining and exactly 60 seconds to go. Darnold out of the shotgun. Charbonnet to his right. Sam looks left, now right, now pressured and sacked. Thrown down. He kept the football there. He did. See if Kyle Shanahan wants to call an early timeout. He will not after a 6-yard sack.
Sam Osawato, and I'm going to tell you, which set up the sack, and it was a great play by Sam, and it was good pressure up inside as Bryce Huff was coming on an inside charge. Diamador Lenore was in glove, tight coverage on Jackson Smith and Jigba. That's where Sam wanted to go. He had to pull off of it. The pressure was there.
Seattle taking the play clock down to 10. They do snap it on 2nd and 16. Okawano's going to get Darnold. He throws out left. A.J. Barner, the tight end.
It's 10-3, Jason.
Drops shy of the 40-yard line. It'll be
See
third
what you're trying to do.
And we'll see if either coach will stop it here. They will not. And we'll just run into halftime now with Seattle up 10-3. So Tate and Bethune with a big snap.
They're going.
They're back up on the ball. 4-3. What are they going to do? 2-1. They don't have any time. They're going to run it out here, so that will be the end of the first half. Tate and Bethune.
San Francisco gets the ball at the half.
Niners get another one here, Tim. So 2 sacks in the first half. Our sack counter is sponsored by Cash Creek, a proud partner of the 49ers. So the 49ers will get the ball to start the second half. The obvious thing is you got to get the running game going. Your leading rusher in the first half is the quarterback. Brock Purdy, 1 carry, 10 yards, running away from pressure. Christian McCaffrey, 3 attempts in the first half, only 7 yards rushing.
Well, what are they on 3rd down? So
and they've given up 115 rushing yards.
Convert on 3rd downs. And right now, the 49ers are, what, 3 of 6 on 0 for 1 on 1 for 5 on 3rd down.
Well, this is a great third down defense, one of the best in football.
Yeah, but there's been a great 3rd down offense for the 49ers, one of the best in the NFL. So they've gotten themselves behind the chains a little bit, so the run game volume is not going to be there. There have been a couple of big opportunities for Brock to use his legs, but part of why Seattle is so good is they've got speed on the edges, so when the quarterback goes to run and break the line of scrimmage, those guys are falling off, tracking Brock for short gains.
Conversely, Seattle has run for 115 yards, 60 from Zach Charbonnet on 9 carries and 50 from K9, Kenneth Walker III on 9 carries, including a 20-yard run, and Charbonnet on the 27-yard touchdown. Adam Copeland will have tonight's United Airlines 49ers halftime report and a more detailed breakdown of the first half. 49ers down 10-3 at halftime against the Seattle Seahawks. This is the U.S. Bank San Francisco 49ers Radio Network.
El Camino Health, the standard of excellence. Delivering compassionate care in the South Bay. For more than 60 years, we've been your first choice, helping you live your best life. From staying healthy to getting you back to what you live for. Every national recognition is a show of strength. Another success story, built on trust. We're the neighbor always here, for you and your family. El Camino Health, our strength, your health.
Hey football fans, life hits harder than a linebacker, and accidents can leave you sidelined. If you've been injured in a car accident or a slip and fall, you need personal injury attorneys who have recovered millions of dollars for clients. We tackle injury claims head on, fighting to get you the compensation you deserve. Don't fumble your recovery. Get a winning team in your corner with Ayala, Morgan, and Bazard personal injury attorneys. Call 866-465-2999 or visit amb.law. That's amb.law.
Sacramento's official home for the San Francisco 49ers.
Sacktown Sports.
Welcome to the United Airlines halftime report.
San Francisco!
Here's your host, Adam Copeland.
But
here live from Levi Stadium, where the Niners trail the Seattle Seahawks in Week 18, 10-3 at the half. The Niners will receive the second half kickoff, and they've got to get things going offensively, specifically on the ground in this one, as Week 18 is upon us, and the 1 seed is on the line. Let's get into how this one went down, as the Niners get a field goal from Eddie Pinheiro in the final minute and a half of the first half to maintain their streak of not having a first half all season long where they've gone scoreless, and they did not find the end zone in this one. And the scoreless first quarter ended a 27 consecutive scoring quarter streak for the 49ers. The scoring opened in this one by Seattle, but we'll talk about how we got there. The opening drive of the game for Seattle, they marched downfield early in this one. They put together a nice, long, sustained drive behind former 49er Sam Darnold. 12 plays, 66 yards is how this one opens for Seattle. However, they march down. Kenneth Walker picks up a 20-yard gain on a screen pass on the opening drive. Seattle then picks up a 3rd and 4 before it's Demo Lenore.
If I show the score, I'll get copyright, Larry.
So Seattle,
that's why I can't.
This game gets the ball 1st and goal from the 1-yard line, and something that has not been there all year long for the 49ers. 1st and goal from the 1. It's the sack of Sam Darnold.
1st and goal, 1-yard line. Play action. Darnold looks right, a blitz, and he's going to get sacked and thrown down outside the 10-yard line. Tatum.
There you go. Tatum Bethune gets into the backfield, and that puts them in a more precarious position there. It's then 3rd and 7 from the 7. Zach Charbonnet gets stuffed at the 4-yard line. Peculiar call after Mike McDonald called the timeout. They decided they're going to go for it on 3rd and on 4th down. Then 4th and 4 from the 4-yard line. Sam Darnold misses Cooper Kupp in the end zone, covered by Upton Stout. It sounded just like this.
On 4th and goal, 4-yard line, Jackson Smith and J-Bot Wright against the Amador Lenore. They snap it, they throw left, and it's wide to Cooper Kupp. The 49ers have held.
A nice bend, don't break opening drive there for the Niners after they get all the way down to the 1 to Seattle. The Niners unfortunately come out. They punt on their opening drive, so still scoreless as Seattle opens their second drive. Now they get great field position. A short punt by the Niners puts the ball back at the 50-yard line. Then a face mask on the punt return gives the Seattle field position at the 35-yard line of the 49ers. 3 plays later, on a 3rd down, they hand it to Zach Charbonnet, 3rd and 2 from the 27, and he breaks it.
Charbonnet is in. Cooper Kupp goes in long motion from left to right. They have 3 receivers to the right. It's going to be a run to Charbonnet. Big hole on the cutback. 20, 15, 10, 5. Down the sideline. Touchdown, Seattle.
He was basically untouched up the left sideline for a 27-yard touchdown. Niners get the ball back, and you guessed it, 3 more plays, 8 more yards, and they punt it back. Still 7-0 Seattle. Then another long drive. 10 plays, 53 yards for Seattle. They get down for a 47-yard attempt. The ever-reliable Jason Myers has an opportunity to put Seattle up 2 scores. Could he do it?
47-yard field goal for Jason Myers from the left hash. Chris Stoll, the long snapper, and Michael Dixon, their punter. He's had a tremendous year this year. Jason Myers, this one leaking out towards the right, and it is no good.
He pushes it right there, still remains 7-0. Niners pick up their first down of the game. A 6-play, 24-yard drive on their 3rd drive of the first half, but they punt it back. Still 7-0 Seattle. Then 9 plays, 33 yards. Jason Myers gets another crack at this one. Now he puts Seattle up 10.
So Eddie Pinheiro into the wind here will try this field goal from 48 yards away. It's just inside the right hash mark. Eddie having a brilliant year, as you all know, 27 of 28. John Weeks will snap, and Thomas Morstead will hold to try to get the Niners on the board, and Eddie Money right down the middle again drives that through.
Appreciate that like. Thank you.
The Eddie Pinheiro field goal there in the final minute and a half for the Niners of the first half. That made it 10-3. The Niners have not gone scoreless in the first half of the game all season long. Sam Okwuonu ends up picking up the 2nd sack of the first half for the Niners to basically round out the half. Seattle goes into the half up 10-3. The Niners will receive the second half kickoff, and we'll be back with more of today's United Airlines 49ers halftime report right after these messages.
Chevy Trucks has you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to... Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing. Well, Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy Trucks are right there with you. See your Bay Area Chevy dealer today.
Hey, it's Greg Papa. When I want the best pizza in the world, I go straight to Tony's Pizza Napolitana in North Beach. Tony's has been crowned the best in the world, and for good reason. Whether it's Neapolitan, New York, Detroit, Sicilian, or Grandma-style pizza, Tony has it all made with the finest ingredients and bakes to perfection. And don't forget Tony's other spots like Capo's, Toscano Brothers Bakery, and Slice House locations across the Bay Area, and even at Chase Center and Levi Stadium.
Larry, this is a simulation. It's Madden, bro. It's a simulation. The computer's playing.
Back here from Levi Stadium, Niners trail 10-3 at the half here against Seattle. The winner gets the number 1 seed in home field throughout the NFC playoff picture. Today's halftime stats are sponsored by SAP, the official statistics and analytics provider of the 49ers. First, some team stats here. Seattle dominated statistically in the first half. 12 first downs for them. Niners had just 3 first downs. They didn't pick one up until their third drive of the first half. Got the other 2 on their fourth drive that netted them a field goal and made it 10-3. They're 1 for 5 on third down. The best in football at third down conversion, the 49ers, and one of the best at getting off the field on third down, the Seahawks, and they've done so today in getting off. Niners just 1 of 5 on third down. Seattle 3 of 6 offensively on third down. A couple of explosive runs, actually a few for Seattle, 3 in the first half, and their run game has been dominant. The Niners getting outgained in total yardage, 196-69 in the first half. Time of possession, 19-20 to 10-40. So the Niners have not put together many sustained drives in this one. Some statistics individually for the two teams here. Zach Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker doing all the work on the ground. 9 for 60 for Charbonnet and a touchdown, including the 27-yard run. Kenneth Walker, 9 for 50. He's got a 20-yard gain on the day as well. So they've been a total of 19 carries for 115 yards total on the day. Sam Darnold's been sharp, 10 of 13 for 98 yards. No touchdown passes through the air. They've done an okay job of pinning down Jackson Smith and Jigba. Stout playing well in the first half. 4 catches for 52 yards on the 5 targets. For the 49ers, Brock Purdy, the leading rusher, 1 carry for 10 yards in this one. Christian McCaffrey's got nothing going on the ground. Just 3 attempts for 7 yards. But again, the 49ers didn't run many plays in the first half. A 3-play drive, 6 plays, and then 9 plays. So looking for something sustained here in the second half. And the Niners do have 2 sacks on the day. We should point that out. Sam Okunyanu got one to end of the first half, almost the second to last play of the first half. And then in the first drive of the game, Tatum Bethune gets a big one on 1st and goal from the 1-yard line of Seattle. By the way, I told you the Niners got 3 points.
Appreciate that like. Thank you.
Scoreless in a half. All
good looking out.
But they are, again, struggling on third down. And they got outgained in the first quarter, 125 to just 16. This halftime injury report now is sponsored by Dignity Health, official healthcare partners of the 49ers. A couple of injuries here. Juwan Jennings went down early in the second quarter and then got up pretty quickly, jogged off the field under his own power, and did return to the game. So Juwan Jennings seemingly okay after taking kind of a hard fall in the second quarter. Concerning one here is D. Winters went down with 7:17 left in the first half. He walked off with some help after he was down for a little bit of time. They ruled it an ankle injury. He is questionable to return, and the Niners could use all the help they can get defensively against this Seattle offense in the second half. The Niners trail it 10-3. The number 1 seed is on the line. This is not the last game of the season, but you're hoping to have more games here at home as we look towards the NFC playoff picture. The Niners will receive the second half kickoff trailing by 7 and an opportunity to claim home field advantage. The second half action with Greg Papa and Tim Ryan is coming up right after these messages.
Texas was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
This new year, get started on your next success with the University of Maryland Global Campus. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start January 7th. An accredited state university, UMGC offers online and hybrid classes while giving you a head start on 2026. Earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and experience, or transfer up to 12 credits toward a master's. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Sacramento's official home of the San Francisco 49ers.
Sacktown Sports.
And welcome back inside the Lon Simmons broadcast booth. Greg Papa, Tim Ryan. Our copyrighted broadcast is owned by the San Francisco 49ers. All rights to this broadcast are reserved. Any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of the broadcast without the express written permission of the San Francisco 49ers is prohibited. Niners will get the ball to start the second half. T-Rock, they're down 10-3. Kyle Shanahan scripts the opening 24, 12 runs, 12 passes, and then he rescripts at halftime, 8 plays, 4 runs, 4 passes. There hasn't been that kind of balance so far. They passed the ball 13 times. Brock Purdy had a scramble. McCaffrey only 3 carries, 7 yards. Brian Robinson Jr. the best run of the first half of the backs. 1 carry, 6 yards. We know they are stout, but you've got to have more balance. You got to be able to run the ball.
Yeah.
How do they do it on the Seahawks front?
Well, I think that, they got to block better up front and not have negative plays, but they've got to be able to convert on third down. 1 for 5 on third down, so they can't keep drives going. They got to end up punting. I will say this, when you look at the 49er offense, somehow, some way, they've got to find a rhythm and start moving the football and get Sam Darnold in that offense over on the sideline. Defensively,
Appreciate that like. Thank you.
they have got almost 200 yards of offense right now. They are 6-0 this season when they score first. They
Second half about to get underway.
The defense, fortunately, as scrappy as they are, they've made a couple of big plays. Stout has had a couple of big plays. Jair Brown with huge help on a touchdown throw, which looked like it was going to be to Jackson Smith and Jigba, and the 49ers forced a field goal.
Brian Robinson drops the opening kickoff, then fumbles it again, and he's going to get tackled at the 11-yard line. A terrible way to start the second half.
He fumbled it, tried to pick it up with one hand, fumbled it again.
Went to pick it up, dropped
Now the 49ers are at the 10.
O'Connell, the backup middle linebacker, was able to get down there for Jay Harbaugh, their special teams coordinator, Jim's son. So the drive start's not going to help here, Tim. You're starting on your own 12-yard line.
Yeah, and part of that is Myers a very good dirty ball kicker, and they do it about 50% of the time, counting on the returner not being able to cleanly field it. B-Rob certainly didn't cleanly field that as they start here at the 12.
And they're going to pistol run to McCaffrey, and Christian able to push across the 15-yard the yard line and able to push forward. Tough run for McCaffrey trying to get going. Christian's longest run of the first half was only for 3 yards, so he's already bettered that with a 5-yard run. One thing we're seeing the Niners do, and we've seen more of it in recent weeks, where they got a pistol handoff to McCaffrey, sometimes a sidecar to Juszczyk. They're not running him much from straight under center.
No, and that allows the run game to get to the line of scrimmage sooner, as it did that time.
Second down, 5. McCaffrey now the shotgun to the left of Purdy. Purdy get a gun run again to McCaffrey. And he's got hit in the hole right again. He tried to break that tackle there of the middle linebacker, Ernest Jones, the fourth. What an addition he's been to this team. Former LA Ram and a Super Bowl champion there. Went to Tennessee for half a year, and the Seahawks last year, half a year. And he's their leading tackler by 4 with 121. So now it's 3rd down and 4, as you noted throughout the first half. You've got to convert on the money down. The Niners are 1 for 5 on 3rd down against the best 3rd down defense in the NFL.
Yeah, and it's going to be a challenge. They're showing pressure up the gut here with Ernest Jones. Austin Pleasance just missed the block on that linebacker, which allowed the tackle to happen.
Purdy out of the shotgun, straight drop, going to throw out right. It is caught by DeMarcus Robinson for a first down on Josh Jobe. Nice play there by Purdy out of the shotgun. They had 3 receivers that way. DeMarcus Robinson goes up for a 12-yard gain out to the 31-yard line. The Niners' second 3rd down conversion of the game as we check in with Guy on the sideline.
I'll tell you, Greg, what was big there on the backside. George Kittle one-on-one with Uchenna Nwosu, blocking him on Brock Purdy's left, and then George celebrated by doing the seatbelt strap celebration.
Nwosu is back, Tim.
I felt the same way, Brett. I kind of got over it after a few years.
Now play action to McCaffrey. Purdy back, throws over the middle, high to McCaffrey, but he pulls it down. Good gain out across the 35, down to around the 38-yard line. He picked up 7 yards there before the weak side linebacker, Drake Thomas, dropped in.
Yeah, good job by Brock, reading the coverage and then delivering the mail play action underneath, basically to the check down with McCaffrey as those linebackers dropped out deep. CMC caught it in front of Ernest Jones, drop steps, Drake Thomas, both of them giving some space in coverage.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love them watch grab each other's ass.
McCaffrey now with exactly 100 receptions on the year for a third time in his career. He's out now, half roll left, throw to Kittle, 40-yard line, breaks the tackle and picks up the Niner first down. So they're starting to move here on this second
I like the
half
tight
opening drive,
pants.
Tim, with a couple
That's
of
what I
first
like the
downs
most.
Back to back. And it's first down 49ers out to their 42-yard line.
Yeah, and again, it's play action. And so they're able to leak Kittle out in front of Okada. Brock really does a nice job changing the platform on the throw because there was two defenders, Nwosu right in front of him. Brock was able to drop the platform, deliver it to Kittle, who got the first down.
First and 10, Niners on their 42. Brian Robinson Jr. still in for McCaffrey. Goose check goes in motion. Here's a delay handoff to Brian Robinson Jr. Able to push up to around the 45-yard line as he picks up 3 yards.
Yeah, good tough run right there. That was getting 3 out of what should have been
The
no
guy
gain
Taylor Swift's dating.
by Brian Robinson cutting behind Spencer Burford.
McCaffrey is still over on the 49ers sideline. Next to Bobby Turner, the running back coach. So 3 straight plays where McCaffrey's been out of the lineup, including the third down, and they converted to Kittle for the first down. Now it's second down and 7. Purdy breaks the huddle with Brian Robinson Jr., the long back. They send a pair of receivers to the right. Jawan Jennings stacked behind DeMarcus Robinson. Jawan goes in long motion left. Purdy under center on second and 7. Brock a play action, deep 7-step drop. Here in the pocket, and now he gets sacked. A deep drop there, and Jaron Reed, the old guard on their defensive line, able to get through from the interior and pick up a debilitating sack. That's a loss of 7 yards. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Yeah, and Brock is just going to step up maybe a little too soon here as Mafe is coming off the edge on Colton McKivitz. Brock feels it, gets a little gun shy, steps up in the pocket. Jaron Reed is able just to fall off and get the easy sack to force a 3rd and 13.
Jaron Reed, the only guy left from their Legion of Boom team that won the Super Bowl and went to 2 years in a row. The other 2 are their place kicker and their punter. 3rd down and 13, actually a 6-yard loss there. Purdy back, pressured again. Eamon Worry blasts him, and Brock rounds the ball. Nick Eamon Worry, the safety to do it all, rookie out of South Carolina. Able to pressure there. There are times they insert him. I don't even know what to call him. He's just a defensive play. He lines up everywhere. There are times they line him up on the end, and he's essentially a rush end.
Yeah, well, he plays like Kyle Hamilton in Baltimore and does a little bit of everything. He's in the box as a run defender. He covers and he blitzes. They run a pick stunt right there where he actually picks Brendel, and then Brendel's got to come back and try to recapture him, and then Leonard Williams, and then turns Eman Worry free.
Here's the punt by Thomas Morstead. Rashid Shaheed with a gunner late to get there. Does not call for a fair catch. 20-25, turns the corner 30. Get a cut back inside, and he's finally dropped on the 37-yard line. Little late. The Niners gunners have been so good all year. Saran Neal did run that down and make the tackle, but it was a 43-yard punt by Morstead and a 26-yard return by the dangerous former St. turned Seahawk, Rashid Shaheed. So the Niners were moving, and then the big sack and a quick throw, and the Niners give the ball up, and Seattle has a good drive start. When we come back, 37-yard line, they'll start with 10:07 to play in the third quarter. Seahawks 10, 49ers 3 on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here.
Hey, this is Greg Papa. Are you working through a major insurance claim? Sunpoint Public Adjusters can help. Sunpoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to, not what just some adjuster working for an insurance company thinks you should get. Call Sunpoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. Sunpoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
Sacktown Sports. Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's because they're on drugs, Larry.
You
A
hear
lot of
that?
the people in the stands are on
That's the
fentanyl,
sound of
man.
Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting,
It's not good,
more
bro.
refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to
See
that
'em?
endless pour.
See them? They're kind of twitching
Pure
around in the crowd.
refreshment. If it sounds this
Pray
good,
for them.
just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Brought to the 49ers faithful by Scratchers from the California Lottery, reminding you to play like a pro and get in on the action with Game Day Scratchers. A little play can make your day.
Sacramento's official home for the San Francisco 49ers.
Niners still playing without their leading tackler and weak side linebacker D. Winters. Seattle takes over on their 37-yard line, first down and 10. Sam Darnold, a one-time Niner under center, three-step drop, looks right now middle, checks out of the back. Kenneth Walker tackled immediately by Eric Kendricks, who was playing a lot of snaps. The longtime Minnesota Viking, LA Charger for 1 year, last year in Dallas. Tim, good player, normally a Mike linebacker, but right now he's playing the Sam or strong side linebacker spot.
Yeah, great positioning by him. A.J. Barner just limped off the field, Pop. He is over on the sideline being attended to, the stud tight end for the Seahawks.
And Jackson Smith and Jigba is also over on their sideline. Those are two of their top pass catchers. Barner's got 50. Carson Jigba with his 4 tonight, 117 on the year. Second down, 8. Seattle, Darnold in the gun. Rashid Shaheed goes in long motion left outside the numbers of Derek Young. A screen to Kenneth Walker. Zabel, the rookie, a bearing block there. And K9 runs for a first down. What a block that time by Zabel on Tatum Bethune. Got out in space there. The rookie.
No problem, Daniel.
Draft pick number 18 overall.
What's that, Ferg?
Big time screen for the Seahawks. K9 goes for a dozen yards.
Yeah, and Bethune just gets stuck with his eyes in the backfield on Sam Darnold and really recognized the screen way too late to ever be able to turn that thing back into where all the help was coming from.
Niner linebacking level right now looks unrecognizable. Bethune at middle linebacker with Kendricks, and Garrett Wallow is now playing the weak side linebacker. Darnold under center. Here's a toss to Kenneth Walker, the third. Niners played that well. Eric Kendricks, at strong linebacker, pushed it back inside, but K9 still pushes out to the 40-yard line. How did he get 8 yards on that play? Toss right. Looked like Kendricks, the Sam linebacker, shoved that back into him, but he still takes it to the Niner 40-yard line.
Yeah, and that's a good job by Kendrick, just playing with discipline. A big part of it, Tatum Bethune knocked down to the ground. So he just basically gets tripped up by Oots. And Diamador Lenore missed the tackle. K9 spun back to the inside. Diamador dripped off. Hard to defend it when linebackers are on the ground.
Bottom line, Seattle is running the ball effectively tonight. The Niners are not. Kenneth Walker, the third, this time gets tripped up, only picks up a yard. Will be third down. Malik Mustafa came in there to make the tackle from safety along with Sam Okuwano. So it's third down coming up. Third down and 2. Seattle 3 of 6 so far on third down. One of their linemen is down right now. It's Josh Jones, the left tackle who came into the game with an ankle and a knee injury. He was somewhat of a question mark, starting his third game in a row for Charles Cross, who had missed their third game in a row with a hamstring injury. If he can't go, Josh Jones, they'll bring in Amari Kite, a rookie free agent from Central Florida. They've been using as an extra tackle, a jumbo lineman, only 2 snaps all year before tonight. We'll take a break here and see if Jones can continue. 7:50 to play, third quarter from Levi. Seahawks 10, 49ers 3. This is the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
All right, team, it's game time. Blue 42, California East scratch right. Oh, boy.
Wait, what play is that? Keep up, man. He said play scratchers from the California Lottery. Oh, with the new San Francisco 49ers scratchers, it's always a great call. For sure.
0-1. Ready? Set.
Play the new Game Day Scratchers from the California Lottery. A little play can make your day. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase, play, or claim. Get your game on at Safeway. Now through December 30th, earn 4x 4U points on hundreds of participating items and redeem for a chance to win $500 in groceries or 49ers experiences. Download the 4X coupon in the Safeway app and shop participating items to start earning points today. The more items you shop, the more 4X 4U points you'll earn. It's game on at Safeway. When you fill up a 76, you're ready to go. To that music festival you see posted about each year, but have never been to. And you're ready to go? To a sunrise yoga class before work. And go dog sitting. And try to get the zoomies under control. Now who wants to go? Go here, go there, go anywhere with 76.
Chin up, stiff upper lip. Real men don't ask for help. Today, these ideas no longer hold true, especially if you have advanced prostate cancer. Ask your doctor about your PSMA status. One scan could change the course of your advanced prostate cancer journey, because asking for help is the manliest thing you can do. Visit scanforpsma.com for the doctor discussion guide, which can help you navigate your next appointment. Sponsored by Novartis.
It's football season, and now you can get almost anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now.
So Amari Kite is forced to take over left tackle for Josh Jones, who was playing for the injured Charles Cross, so their third-string left tackle. He was activated from the practice squad today. Undrafted rookie out of Central Florida before tonight, just 2 snaps all year. Charbonnet, the lone back, heavy line here on 3rd and 2 on the 49er 40-yard line. Darnold under center. Cooper Kupp comes in tight. Handoff Charbonnet, stops behind the line, gets wide. They tripped up and loses about 5 yards on the play. What a tackle there by Diamador Lenore. Huge play. Goes from 3rd and 2 to 4th and 7.
Well, great discipline, and Robert Saleh came with the pressure up inside with Pinnock. He's able to get enough penetration. Sam Okawanu's having a very good game, getting knocked back in the run game, and that allowed Diamador Lenore to put his foot on the gas pedal and make an ankle pick tackle. Very nice on Charbonnet to force this punt.
Well, that could flip the entire game around. I thought they were going to run it twice on 3rd and 2 and then maybe 4th and 1, but not after you lose 5 yards. You got to punt the ball. Here's the Aussie-born highest-paid punter in the league, Michael Dixon. Sky Moore will call for a fair catch inside the 10-yard line with their gunner, Pritchett, Nehemiah Pritchett all over him. 37-yard punt there by Dixon and no return. The Niners have got to get back into the football game right now. 6:47 to play, 3rd quarter. They only have 3 points on the Seahawks and trail by a touchdown. We're back right after these messages.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-902-5454. That's 800-902-5454. 800-902-5454.
Ready, set, win big. When the 49ers win, you score. With 49% off any large pizza, only at Mountain Mike's Pizza. Celebrate every game day with your favorites from our legendary crispy, curly pepperoni, bold sauced-up wings, garlic butter drenched sides, and gooey sweet desserts, all hot, fresh, and built for a Niners victory. Download the Mountain Mike's app, join Mountain Rewards, and turn every Niners win into a pizza party. Let's go Niners! Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Picture this. You're over at your friend's house watching the game. Your team is winning, the drinks are great, and the overall vibe is even better. Then you leave. There's sirens, police lights, and the fun night becomes a life-changing mistake. Ending the night right starts with how you get there. Before you grab the keys, have a plan for how you get home. Use a rideshare app, call a cab, or designate a sober driver. Choose a sober way to go. Go safely, California. A message from the California Office of Traffic Safety and
So this is in the future, Larry. So this is 2027. This is a year ahead. It's in the future, Larry. 2027.
49ers in winning their last 6 games averaged 35.7 points a game, and winning their last 3, 42.3 points a game, including 42 last Sunday night against the Bears. They have exactly 3 against the Seattle stout defense. 1st and 10. Purdy hands off. Christian McCaffrey straight ahead across the 10 up to around the 11-yard line. Greg Papa, Tim Ryan inside the Lon Simmons broadcast booth, and Guy Haberman on the 49ers sideline.
Greg, on that sideline, the most conversational guy was Christian McCaffrey during that last defensive possession for the 49ers. He went up to Trent Williams, who's not playing today. Trent's wearing his hooded sweatshirt, his sunglasses. He talked to...
I want to hear the rest of that story.
He talked to Trent for a few seconds, got his perspective on something. Then he went over to Austin Pleasance and continued the conversation.
That's the kind of leader Christian McCaffrey is. He got 3 yards on that last run, Guy. 2nd down, 7. Purdy in the shotgun. Kyle Juszczyk goes in the dash motion outside left. Purdy back, throws right middle to Christian McCaffrey. Not only is he a talker, Tim, he is someone who can walk it as well and run it. Nice little option route there, and that's going to bring the Niners to a 3rd down and 2. This is a big play coming up.
Yep, and good job by Brock, because there was pressure coming right in his face as Spencer Burford was getting drove back by Byron Murphy. The 49ers up front, a big part of not being able to run it early in this game is, and I think part of that's Pleasance, they are just not sustaining blocks against this front, and they're getting thrown to the side. The guys are disengaging up front for Seattle and making tackles.
49ers 2 of 7 on 3rd down. McCaffrey is out for this 3rd down and 2. Brian Robinson Jr. to the right of Purdy in the shotgun. Pressure. Purdy steps up, throws left high, caught by DeMarcus Robinson, but he's well short of the 1st down. As the nickelback, the 3-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 years in the NFL, Devin Witherspoon, drove him back. So they got a little pressure from his front side, Tim, and got it out quickly to the backside left, and that play did not pick up enough. It's 4th down and 1.
Yeah, and I would hope that DeMarcus Robinson would have drove it off deeper. Now, it's a challenge versus Witherspoon, but he runs a whip route and never gets past the line to gain. He's got to run that route a little bit deeper to help his quarterback out so he can drive it low to the outside for a 1st down.
Thomas Morstead standing on the 49er 4-yard line, gets the long snap from John Weeks, gets it away. And Rashid Shaheed this time will call for a fair catch with Darrell Luter Jr. and Saran Neal, the Gunners, arriving on time. You don't want him getting loose, so a 49-yard no return punt by Morstead, and Seattle has the ball back. It is only 10-3, but the Seahawks have completely dominated this game. 4:31 to play. 3rd quarter from Levi's. You're listening to the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
The United Airlines app has all the bells and whistles to make flying easier and can save you around 30 minutes at the airport. Get real-time flight updates like a live countdown clock to boarding, even if your screen is locked. Get play-by-play directions through the airport with a personalized map. And if you want to make a game time decision and go home early or stay longer, there are no fees to change your flight. Get the United app at united.com/app.
No fees to change your flight. Excludes basic economy. Applies to flights originating in the U.S. Fair difference may apply. In San Francisco, every day feels like a highlight reel. From unforgettable neighborhood experiences to legendary moments on the field, this is where passion, innovation, and culture collide. Whether you're here for the game, the food, or the culture, San Francisco delivers memories that last a lifetime. It's not real until you believe. Believe in San Francisco. See why the world comes here to compete, to create, and to celebrate by planning your next visit at sftravel.com.
Dignity Health is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the San Francisco 49ers and Levi's Stadium. On or off the field, our doctors, nurses, and care teams work together to help our patients feel their best. From emergency and advanced cardiac services to maternity, orthopedics, cancer care, and more. We're your partner in health and wellness. Learn more about us at dignityhealth.org. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Can you hear your inner strength? Maybe not. It's too loud out there. Try stepping inside the Toyota Camry and experience its sleek design, remarkable efficiency, and technology that makes every drive feel effortlessly smart. There it is, your inner strength. Unleash it with the Toyota Camry. Smoother and more captivating than ever. Toyota, let's go places. Visit Toyota.com for details.
brought to the 49ers faithful by scratchers from the California Lottery, reminding you to play like a pro and get in on the action with Game Day Scratchers. A little play can make your day.
Sacramento's official home for the San Francisco 49ers.
And the winner of this regular season finale wins the NFC West. Seattle 13-3, 49ers 12-4. The East come in with 6-game winning streaks. The Seahawks are dominant in many categories. But when they are not, they turn the ball over 28 times. And their quarterback, Sam Darnold, has 20 of those. 14 interceptions, 6 lost fumbles, the most of any single player in the NFL. The Niners need a takeaway. Darnold, oh, the ball! Diving back on it, though. Let's see who's got it. Seattle got it back. Sam Darnold got stepped on. He fell down on the handoff, Tim, and he almost gave the ball to the Niners. The handoff to Charbonnet, rolled backwards there for a 7-yard loss, but Seattle keeps the ball.
Cleve Farrell had an opportunity. This ball bounces up and hits him right in the neck, and he cannot get it.
Jalen Sundell, the young center, stepped on Darnold. He went to the ground when he handed off to Charbonnet, and the ball squirted back, and the Niners just could not come up with the big takeaway. Yet, Sam Darnold will give you multiple shots. That's a 7-yard loss, 2nd and 17. Smith and Jigba in the shotgun now, or in the slot right. Darnold in the gun, looks right, down middle, throws. It is broken up beautifully by Tatum Bethune. Upping across the right, his young tight end, A.J. Barner. So a big 3rd and 17 coming up. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the U.S. Bank San Francisco 49ers Radio Network.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Centown Sports.
Seattle's not been great on 3rd down themselves tonight. They're only 3 for 7. This is only a one-score game. 10-3. Get back into it right now. Quick one out to Kenneth Walker. Running wide right, 30, 35. Breaks a tackle, spins out for a first down. He converts on 3rd. It's 17.
Yeah, and we've seen this a few times in this game. It's a crack toss. 49ers get out leveraged, and linebackers get blown up. Tatum Bethune, very, very late. He ends up getting blocked by Bobo. Wallow is late to the party, and Walker makes the most of it. That is an absolute killer.
ESPN ABC showing John Lynch in his box. The GM not happy. That is a classic pin. And
hey, what's up, Noel?
Lucas, the right tackle pulled.
What's up, Rich?
Up with the pin. And on a 3rd and 17, the Seahawks go for 19. Play action. Darnold middle high, but caught by Jackson Smith and Jigba inside the 49er 40. And he bangs down to the 38-yard line. 18 yards after Kenneth Walker converts a 3rd down and 17. Back-to-back killers. 19-yard pickup, and then right behind it to Njigba for 18 more.
Yeah, and that's absolutely stealing right there. And Tatum
Are you a Seahawks fan, Noel?
Gets out of the throwing lane. He widens out to the flat. Renardo Green not within 10 yards of the end cut of Smith and Jigba, and a good high point catch by him because that ball was high and behind him.
1st and 10, Seattle on Niner 37-yard line. Eric Saubert goes in motion, picks up the backside end for Darnold. Plenty of time now. Pressure throw. Charbonnet. Big room on the right side on the check down, breaks the tackle. We'll see where they mark him. It's going to be close to a first down on the 49er 25-yard.
They got to hold him to a field goal right here.
Yards. Exploding on 3 straight plays goes Seattle.
Man, a great job.
3 straight first downs.
Deep. And then Malik Mustafa just, you've got to attack the outside leg and turn it back in. And he comes in out of control and 2 missed tackles over on the sideline, which allows Charbonnet to get the first down.
There is a Niner down on his knee. I believe that's Tatum Bethune, the middle linebacker. So yeah, you're playing him at middle linebacker for Fred Warner, obviously. Curtis Robinson inactive tonight. You've already lost E. Winters, the weak side linebacker. He's out. Garrett Wallow is playing.
Well, Eric Kendricks will have to go to Mike.
Well, that's not a bad thing. I like Booth. We want Bethune to be healthy, but Eric Kendricks is a great communicator and a guy who has worn that green dot helmet throughout his career. Ran Mike Zimmer's defense for 10 years in Minneapolis, a year with the Chargers, and last year reunited with Zimmer when he was a coordinator in Dallas. So he paused now. It's 1st and 10, Seattle on the 49er 25-yard line. As the Seahawks trying to win the NFC West tonight and be the #1 seed in the National Football Conference, get the highly coveted wild card. Tampa Bay, they didn't win the NFC South again. today, but they've taken a major stranglehold. It'll depend on Atlanta, New Orleans tomorrow. But Tampa Bay beat Carolina by a score of 16-14 in Tampa. Our scoreboard update is sponsored by El Camino Health. Your strength is your health. So if Atlanta does win tomorrow, Carolina will sneak in. If not, Tampa Bay will win the South. The winner of the South is going to be the number 4 seed. First and 10, Seattle on the 25-yard line. Smith and Jigba lines up in the backfield. Goes bump motion left. Darnold looking right. Ball got batted down there.
Big Alfred.
Alfred Collins, the rookie, got his hands up. There was a chance there he could intercept that ball in the interior line, but they were able to knock it down. Second down and 10, Seattle on the 49er 25-yard line. Guy Haberman.
Tatum Bethune grabbing his right ankle, but he's not going to the tent, Craig. It's right near the line of scrimmage. His helmet is with him, and he's just kind of walking around on the Niners sideline, but not going to the blue.
So the Niners are playing, as Tim noted, Eric Kendricks and Mike linebacker were in the green dot. Garrett Waddle, the other linebacker, and they're playing with a big nickel. Jason Pinnock is playing as a nickel, essentially a third linebacker here. Second down, 10, Seattle. On the Niner 25-yard line. A lot of movement late. Gun run to Charbonnet. Wham blocked there by Austin Saubert, Eric Saubert, the former Niner. Charbonnet dancing in the hole, gets nothing there. Third down and 8. Niners somehow were staying in this game, Tim. They're only down 10-3. We are approaching now a minute to go in the third quarter. Even a Seattle field goal would be hard for the Niners to give them a 2-score lead, but you got to keep them out here. Third down and 8 on the 23-yard line. Seahawks 4 of 8 on third down, but the big one was the 3rd and 17 when Kenneth Walker went for 19. Cooper Kupp goes in motion right. Lenore picks him up. Jackson Smith and Jigba in the left slot inside of Shaheed. Slant to Shaheed. Ball got batted away. A flag comes in late.
Yep, it's going to be on Renardo Green out there on Rashid.
Wow. Shaheed.
Defense number 0.
Knew the slant was coming. Did Renardo Green. And he's out there just head up, just outside the numbers.
Double slants.
Yeah, it was a double lion, and he's contacting him the whole way. Now, you can chuck him in the 5-yard zone, but you got to let go. He never let go in the shoulder pads.
That is a signature combination route in the West Coast offense where you run double slants to the backside there. Renardo Green grabs Rashid Shaheed, and the Seahawks have a 1st and 10 on the Niners 17-yard line inside the Toyota red zone. They go to a true eye. Darnold under center. Boots going to lead Kenneth Walker. Now he bounces outright like K9 likes to do, and the Niners are all over that. Deion White with the tackle from the backside end spot, actually going to stop that for a 2-yard loss.
Oh, yeah, it was a great job by Keon White flying down the line of scrimmage, but I'm telling you, the front side, if you're patient and disciplined, as the 49ers were right there with Etor Gross Matos, there was no edge to bounce around, so Keon could track it down from behind.
Seahawks do have to snap the ball before the end of the quarter. The play clock right now at 12, 17 to go in the quarter. Second and 12 on the Niner 19. Roll by Darnold, forward shovel to Charbonnet, spins off a tackler and gets inside the 15-yard line down to the 13-yard line. That'll be the final play of the third quarter. Seattle will face a big 3rd down and 7 coming up on the 14-yard line with a 10-3 lead. Right now they're up 1 score, and the way their defense is playing, you don't want to fall behind multiple scores. We're back with the fourth quarter right after these messages. Hi, this is Greg Papa. Disasters hit every day. If your home, business, or building has suffered from any disaster, SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to and letting their focus be on what's most important, your family or your business. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
The clock is ticking. This holiday season, give the gift they'll really love. A new Honda from Northern California's best Honda dealer, Stockton Honda. Happy Honda Days are happening right now. Score big with low payments, top trade-in value, and a huge selection of new Hondas, all at Stockton Honda.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study recognized on June
2018-2025 USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon. Hello? You won't believe where I am. Are you running? Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great, but I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible boarding bonus sent to 55 plus for well-qualified customers with auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits sent to balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Google and speed test intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Sacramento's official home of the San Francisco 49ers.
Sacktown Sports.
Welcome back inside the Lon Simmons broadcast booth. Greg Papa, Tim Ryan, Guy Haberman on the 49ers sideline. We start the fourth quarter. Changing ends, of course. Seattle driving from south.
What's up,
to north
Darmo?
with a monumentally big play.
Dave Bethune back in the game, Pop.
And Josh Jones also back in to play left tackle for Seattle, T-Rock. And Bethune back to Mike linebacker. Kendricks over to Sam. 3rd and 7, Seattle on the 49ers 14-yard line. Darnold in the gun. Charbonnet to his left. 3 receivers right. Shaheed singled up left. Here's pressure. Darnold going to run away from it. Throw it out right to Sauber. He gets hit by Upton Stout, and he's shy of the first down. Nice play by Stout. Pressure right away from the front side. Caused the quick throw out, and Upton from
49ers forced field goal.
on the former 49er tight end.
Yeah, and a great tackle by Upton Stout. I mean, he just comes with the mindset of no way is Saubert going to get the line to game and just chops the legs down with aggression.
So Jason Myers, who missed a 47-yard field goal earlier, then later made a 45-yard field goal, going to try a 31-yarder going towards the north uprights. The winds have died down on a full moon night here. He's on the right hash mark, a short field goal to give them a 2-score lead, and Jason Myers drills it. A little pressure there, almost had a chance to block that, but Myers able to get it up in the air, and he has made 200 field goals in his career, the most of anybody in Seattle Seahawk history. Now the Niners are down 10 points. They have 14 minutes and 15 seconds to make it up in. We're back on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
Go for the win at Grayton Resort and Casino. Experience California's premier entertainment destination with luxurious accommodations, world-class spa, live entertainment, and the hottest slots and table games. Plus, a spring 2026 expansion featuring non-smoking gaming, signature restaurants, and an immersive sports bar. Perfect for game day gatherings and unforgettable nights out. Turn every play into a win. Right in the heart of Sonoma wine country. Grayton Resort and Casino, proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
Hey faithful, Matt Mayoko here. As soon as the game ends, go to NBC Sports Bay Area to watch 49ers postgame live or stream it on the NBC Sports app. Don't miss highlights, expert analysis, and exclusive interviews from key players and coaches straight from the locker room to you. Want even more game day coverage? Get the latest news, articles, and videos on the NBC Sports Bay Area app. 49ers postgame live kicks off immediately after the game, only on NBC Sports Bay Area.
From the opening kickoff to the game-winning drive, the 49ers play to win. And when the game ends, it's your turn to experience the thrill of winning at Cache Creek Casino Resort. You're just a short drive away from a AAA luxury 4-diamond hotel, 11 restaurants, an award-winning golf course, and exhilarating gaming. Come play and win at Cache Creek Casino Resort. Proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers. Please play responsibly.
Have you been hurt or injured? If so, call Venardi Zarada, your faithful Bay Area injury attorneys fighting for justice. A local law firm with a winning reputation who only gets paid if you win. Call Venardi Zarada now at 1-800-JUSTICE for your free consultation. That's 1-800-JUSTICE. Let Venardi Zarada fight for the compensation you deserve. Call 1-800-JUSTICE now for your free, no-obligation consultation. That's 1-800-JUSTICE. Venardi Zarada, official sponsors of the San Francisco 49ers.
U.S. Bank and the 49ers know no one wins alone. Every play, every plan, every goal takes a team. Join the official bank of the 49ers.
Seahawks go up 13-3. Our Toyota scoring drive summary, 11 plays, 55 yards. Kenneth Walker the third, and a 3rd and 17, picked up 19. They got close enough for Jason Myers to drill a 31-yard field goal. He'll kick off now. Seahawks have a 10-point lead. Myers will kick from south to north. This one's going to be in the field of play and returnable here. With Ryan Robinson Jr. going to slant left, good return up to around the 30-yard line. Niners will start from there. They only have 105 yards of total offense, Tim, in the first 3 quarters of the game.
Well, we talked about this in the pregame, that the 49ers' best defense might be their offense in the ground and pound and being able to score and play the clock control game. Right now, the time of possession is 27 minutes and 11 seconds to 17:49. And as you just said, 105 yards through 3 quarters for the 49ers offense.
Now, Seattle's converting good enough on 3rd down. They're 4 of 9. Niners have just not been good on 3rd down. This is the best 3rd down defense in football, though. Brock Purdy out of the shotgun as McCaffrey behind him left. Now goes in motion right. 3 receivers right. Robinson left. Brock chased out, going to roll to his right. Throw wide open. Midfield is George Kittle. Big chunk out to midfield there. Purdy rolling towards the 3 side, away from the pressure. And Kittle was wide open for a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, and George just lines up on the hash, and he's able to release. McCaffrey sucks up a couple of defenders, Eman Wari and the linebacker. George slips right behind him in front of Love and Reek Woolen, and Brock peels that way and gets it to George for a big-time gain right to midfield.
It's the biggest play of the night for the Niners. 20-yard pickup there through a zone defense of Mike McDonald. Purdy going to step through pressure, get out to his left. Purdy going to pump and run now. And he's pulled down by Ernest Jones the 4th, but he's got a Niner first down. Inside the Seattle 40-yard line. He got pressure around his feet. He just jumped over the would-be sacker, able to get out left and look like Brock. For the last few weeks, Tim, he runs for 11 yards.
Yeah, and Eman Wari came on the pressure, and he basically split Pleasance, or the inside players in Pleasance and Burford, and just tripped and fell down. I'm glad Brock didn't try to squeeze it into DeMarcus Robinson there out in the deep flat.
Purdy is the Niners' leading rusher with 21 yards. Here's Christian McCaffrey over 1,000 on the year. Stops in the hole, gets off for Ernest Jones the 4th, and squirts out left. Bangs down to around the 36-yard line. 3 the hard way there for Christian McCaffrey. Christian 19 yards rushing and only 7 attempts. He actually got 4 on that carry, not 3. So give him 20 yards on 7. This is the type of defense we're talking about as far as against the run. They were tough on Christian opening day. They are really suffocating him tonight.
Well, their D-line doesn't stay blocked. They disengage and are able to shake the blockers, and they have had a huge impact at clogging up those running lanes.
There's a quick throw out right, a screen to DeMarcus Robinson, a block by George Kittle, and DeMarcus Robinson's got a Niner first down. Close to the Seattle 25-yard line. This is the best drive we've seen from the Niners since the one right before halftime.
Oh, Jawan Jennings getting into it with the Seahawks sideline.
Down 10 points.
That's a lot like the Kittle play.
Jawan Jennings just took on the whole Seahawks sideline.
Just run some type of a screen play out there with blockers leading the way. That was well done.
There's something going on the Seattle sideline. The Niner players had to be pulled away there after that play.
Oh, Jawan Jennings just Jawan Jennings just blocked the Seattle player into the into the bench.
Like he did against the Green Bay Packers.
He fucked that dude up.
In that divisional playoff game a couple of years ago, and then Jawan was among the Seahawks there.
Yeah, only about a mile away from where the ball was.
There's 3rd and Jawan on first down. He's back. 1st and 10 Niners on the
Jennings.
25. Juszczyk goes in long motion left. Brock going to look right. Brock going to throw, and it's caught by Jawan Jennings. Now to the Niners sideline. He's out on the 10-yard line. Blocking like a sledgehammer on one play, a blocking sled, and then the outcut on the next play for 15 yards.
And what a great throw versus that cloud coverage, cover 2. So Devin Witherspoon is going to have to honor McCaffrey, stay in the flat. Jawan cuts behind him and in front of the safety Okada. And Brock Purdy just layers that in perfectly right in that cover 2 hole.
49ers inside the Toyota red zone. They're inside the low red zone. 1st and goal, 9-yard line. Purdy with a pistol handoff to McCaffrey. Straight ahead. And he picks up 3 or 4 again the hard way, running right in the middle of that defense. And Leonard Williams, what a year he is having. And Byron Murphy Jr., the young lineman from Texas, and DeMarcus Lawrence all there. But McCaffrey won't back down from a bone-rattling run, Tim. He picks up 3 to set up a 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Can you play action here and get in the end zone that way? Can you run it in on this team?
Well, one thing that's been a huge weapon for the 49ers down here have been the legs of Brock Purdy.
7th play of the jive.
Oh, picked off. No way.
Middle right. Brock looking right.
Oh.
Brock going to throw. It is low. Juggled. Intercepted. McCaffrey dropped the ball, and it was intercepted by the linebacker, Drake Thomas.
Oh, my goodness.
Off McCaffrey's hands.
Intercepted the ball.
Sure looked like he did.
You never see McCaffrey drop the football, but he bobbled the ball, and Drake Thomas was there to take it away.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough catch. It was down on the belt buckle behind McCaffrey. He had to reach down. The ball popped right up because of the tight coverage. Moffett may have got a finger on that. But what a great play because he's in tight coverage by Drake Thomas.
Yeah, he definitely intercepted the ball.
That is unbelievable. Bad luck and unfortunate for the 49ers. And unlike the 49ers defensively, who couldn't capitalize on a takeaway opportunity, Drake Thomas does exactly that.
How often have you seen Christian McCaffrey not catch a football like that and bobble the ball away on the 49ers sideline, taken by Drake Thomas? Guy, you had a good look at that. What happened?
Well, Tim's right. It did get deflected, and I think that's the reason it was a little behind Christian.
And it was Boye Mafe, the lineman. That ball kind of went nose down from that point. There's a handoff to Charbonnet, who's their goal line and short yards runner. Right now, they're up against their own goal line. So you have to put that away, Tim, and force a 3 and out right now.
Yeah, they look like a false start. Looked like the left guard jumped to me pre-snap.
Zabel.
And they didn't call it.
2nd down, 8. Seattle is on their own 5-yard line. Let's see how Sam Darnold uses the clock here to try to work this. They're going to stay in the huddle now. And they'll break the huddle and come out with 15 on the play clock. 9:49 to play in the game. Niners are down 2 scores, down 13-3. Charbonnet right in the middle of the end zone between the E and R in the south end zone. Straight drop by Darnold. 5-step, throws out left. It is caught by Jackson Smith and Jigba on the outcut. He is so skilled. Got a little Doug Baldwin in him, a little Tyler Lockett in him. He's just a great, savvy route runner for a young receiver in his 3rd year. First down, Seattle out to their 17-yard line.
Yeah, he's a great football player, and Renardo Green's giving him a 10-yard cushion and turns and bails. I mean, that is pitch and catch. That is just way too easy.
Once he opens up his butt to the sideline like that, you're just giving Smith and Jigba the outcome.
It's way too easy.
1st and 10. He played bail technique. And certainly got beaten there. Here's Charbonnet on the stretch run coming left, and he's going to be dropped after a gain of maybe a yard. Now the clock is a problem, and we'll see how Darnold is able to milk that clock down. 8:50 to play in the football game. Seattle up 13-3. If they win this game, they're going to win the NFC West and be the #1 seed. If the Niners lose the game, they will be a 5th or a 6th seed. That'll depend on what the Rams do tomorrow. And one thing is certain, if they lose the game, they have to play next weekend on the road on Wild Card Weekend. You don't want that. How do they get back into this game? 2nd down, 9, Darnold in the gun. They line up Smith and Jake in the backfield. Darnold gets out to his right, going to run right and run. Gets tripped up and dropped it around the 25-yard line. He'll bring up a 3rd down and short. Jason Pinnock was in that time as the big nickel, but Darnold able to get enough there to set up a manageable 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, and good coverage down the field. Nowhere for Sam to go with the ball. And a good recovery by Pinnock, who got out-leveraged coming on a bad track at Darnold, who was able to use those long arms and his foot speed to get him short of the line to gain to set up this 3rd and 3.
Got to get a stop right now.
Absolutely.
There's 7:50 to play in the game. Seattle 4 of 9 on 3rd down. Will face a 3rd and 3 on their 25. And Darnold give you the ball here. Charbonnet lines up to the right of Sam in the gun. 3 are stacked left. Shaheed is right. A 3-by-1. Sam's going to throw. Looks left. Throws. Caught by Cooper Kupp. And he's got the 1st down at the 30-yard line.
And Tatum Bethune hurt again as Cooper Kupp just runs an option route on him. Just runs right into him and then bounces off of Tatum Bethune, who...
He's in a lot of pain.
He's in a lot of pain. And they line him up in that mug look where he looks like he's blitzing the A-gap. And then he's
they're just so good at moving the football.
Throwing lane, and Sam Darnold
it's hard to get him to a negative play.
Into the defensive defensive look.
Darnold's so accurate.
Dr. Tim McAdams go out to check on him. We'll check in with Guy when we come back.
He gets rid of the ball quick.
Middle linebacker, but right now they're in a trouble situation. First down, Seattle, 7:23 to play in the fourth quarter. Seahawks lead 13-3. We're back right after these messages.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, this is Greg Pop-Up. Are you working through a major insurance claim? Sunpoint Public Adjusters can
What's
help.
up, John?
Sunpoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company.
Or like watching a Chiefs game.
Sure you get everything you're entitled
Terrible
to.
offense.
Not what just some adjuster working for an insurance company thinks you should get. Call Sunpoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact
Raiders
us at
Chiefs
sunpoint.us.
tomorrow.
Sunpoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2.
What's up, DB?
Between all the holiday parties,
Daniel Berry sports highlights for all the touchdowns on this game.
family get-togethers.
Not many tonight.
We've been overindulging a little more than usual over the holidays. But now, we are starting the new year off on a healthier note by taking active liver supplements.
Hope you guys had the under tonight.
Active Liver contains a powerful blend of turmeric, milk thistle, and globe artichoke extract. All natural ingredients that help protect the liver so that it can protect you from toxins. It's like giving my body a daily detox. I've never felt better and my energy is through the roof.
And my doctor is already impressed with how much better my numbers are looking. So if better health, more energy, and detoxing your body are some of your priorities this year, get Active Liver today and start the year off knowing you're giving your liver some well-deserved relief.
Active Liver is available online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com. Or pick some up today at your local CVS, ShopRite, Meijer Grocery. Are now available at Wegmans. New year, new you, new Nordic. Picture this. You're over at your friend's house watching the game. Your team is winning, the drinks are great, and the overall vibe is even better. Then you leave. There's sirens, police lights, and the fun night becomes a life-changing mistake. Ending the night right starts with how you get there. Before you grab the keys, have a plan for how you get home. Use a rideshare app, call a cab, or designate a sober driver. Choose a sober way to go. Go safely, California. A message from the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans.
Sacramento's official home for the San Francisco 49ers.
SecCal Sports.
He was in excruciating pain for a long time. Tatum Bethune finally got up, did not go into the blue tent. Niners have been playing most of the game without D. Winters, their will linebacker, now their Mike linebacker. Tatum Bethune leaves for a second time. So Eric Kendricks goes to Mike. Wallow is in, and they're playing Pinnock as a big nickel.
Wow, another first down, Seahawks.
The third wide right, turns the corner, hops in the hole, and runs for 12 more yards. On a 1st and 10, he takes it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, look, the 49ers are coming on a stunt again, which means the players that are over the top have got to be on the right track. And Malik Mustafa gets trapped up on the inside in his closing angle as he's triggering behind the defensive line stunting in front of him, and they just get out leverage.
The bottom line in this game, the Seattle Seahawks have rushed for 156 yards. The Niners have 50.
Another one.
And they have had 5 explosive runs. Straight ahead.
First down, first down, first down, first down.
Another one. Back-to-back explosive runs into Niner territory across midfield and down to the Niner 48-yard line.
And again, it's just too easy. That's the wham block, and Jordan Elliott is unblocked. He does not recognize it till it's way too late. And then the backside defensive lineman drifts off of the tackle of Kenneth Walker. Now, these guys are not easy to tackle. They are number 1 and number 3 in the NFL at forcing missed tackles. Wow. They've done it all year long, and the 49ers defensively are finding out right now just how hard they are to tackle.
And they are evaporating the game clock. We have less than 6 minutes to go in the game now. 1st and 10, Seattle at the Niner 48-yard line. Cooper Kupp moves inside, get insert, but it's a play action. Donald checks it down to Charbonnet, and Jair Brown will pull him down on the Niner 42-yard line. He picks up 6 more yards. Kenneth Walker the third, 15 carries, 97 yards, along with 20. Zach Charbonnet, 13 carries, 59 yards, along with 27, and that was a touchdown. They have had runs of 27, 20, 11, 19, 12, and 11. They've had 6 explosives tonight. And their ground game for a lot of the year, Tim, was very inconsistent. But now for a 3rd straight game, it has been dominant. There's a draw to Charbonnet off the left side, and he's going to push out for a Seattle first down. Now the clock is a problem. You've got 5 minutes to play in the game, and they have a fresh set of downs on the Niner 36-yard line.
Yeah, and these cutbacks, the linebackers have to be in good position, and Kendricks is not, as he's trying to get off that block at the backside.
49ers are getting punched in the mouth at the line of scrimmage.
Good job of holding up on the double team, and then as soon as they
Yeah, it's a defensive slugfest, Dean.
Kendricks inside to open up that backside cutback lane.
4:34 to play in the game. Play clock at 10, 9, 8.
Oh, almost intercepted.
7. Going to play action and roll to his left. Going to roll and throw and too high. Almost intercepted. It was out of bounds, though.
It was picked, but it was out of bounds by Renardo Green, who just ran over a cheerleader. She's okay.
A little surprised that Clint Kubiak
Let's check on that cheerleader.
With the success he's having. That he had Darnold roll to his left in a play action. The ball was intercepted by Green, but he only got his left foot down. The right foot was way out of bounds. I mean, what you really need right now is a Sam I Am mistake, a turnover. He's committed 20 on the year, 14 interceptions, 6 lost fumbles. Let's see how they do stop the clock on that incomplete pass. 4:23 to play in the game. Darnold, hand off Kenneth Walker, and this time the Niners have him wrapped up there. Do you call timeout, Kyle Shanahan? He will not. Lets it roll now. He has 3 timeouts remaining.
Tell you what, another good aggressive.
Now, timeout was called.
Good aggressive run blitz called with Salo, with Jason Pinnock just flying into the backfield.
See if they give Kyle a couple of extra seconds there as they
30-second timeout.
Timeout did come in a little bit late. Vidovich grants it. They stop the clock with 4:12 to play, so the Niners have 2 timeouts left, and they have the 2-minute warning. So if you hold them to a field goal right now, and right now it'd be a 54-yarder by Jason Myers, you would still be down 2 scores at 16-3. Well, what you need is a takeaway. Now, you need something, and they came so close.
Well, that really, I mean, obviously the McCaffrey, tip, and the ball was tipped, and Christian bobbled it up. Drake Thomas made a great play inside the 5-yard line as the 49ers are threatening to score. Conversely, Clay Farrell couldn't capture the game gift when Sam Darnold spit it out as he tripped trying to hand it off. It bounced up, hit Clay Farrell right in the bottom of his face mask, and he just could not corral the football. Huge missed opportunity.
This drive by Seattle, after that interception, they took over with 10:21 to play, and they were backed up. They have run 11 plays for 61 yards, and they have expired 6 minutes and 9 seconds off the game clock. They are 5 for 10 on 3rd down. So even in this situation, they may not pick up the full 10, but they get a little closer for the Jason Myers field goal. 3 receivers.
Oh my God, another one.
Darnold back on 3rd down. Darnold going to get out to his right, traced by Kendricks and Okawanu. Throws to Cooper Kupp for a 1st down.
Who is this guy?
20,
Sam Darnold throwing across his body?
So it's a long-time L.A. Ram, 49er tormentor. Darnold got out to his right, threw back across the middle, and found Cooper Kupp coming from that 3 side, Tim, on an in-cut for 25 yards. And he sat down in the zone there.
Well, no, he was coming from the backside pop, and Garrett Wallow is scramble drill. Sam's out of the pocket. You have got to guide. He did a great job initially on the first play, because Wallow was able to wall him off and force him to sit down. But as soon as Sam scrambled, Cooper Kupp ran right in the throwing lane for him. And
crazy thing is, Kyle Shanahan helped out Darnold's career.
49ers take a 2nd timeout with 4:02 to play in the game. And Seattle has a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. So our injury update sponsored by Dignity Health, the official healthcare partner of the 49ers in Levi Stadium. Tatum Bethune is out with a groin injury. And he's been out a couple of different times, and D. Winters went out to an
7 minutes off the clock on this drive. 87 yards.
He dives inside the 10 and dropped down the 9-yard line. They have a huge fullback, Patrick Ricard, in Baltimore, where Mike McDonald was. A clock is going to stop here. Kyle will take his last time out with 3:57 to go. Mike McDonald was Baltimore's defensive coordinator, and they have a 303-pound fullback at Patrick Ricard. He's not quite 303, but Robbie Oots at 274 pounds. Rookie round 5 fullback out of Alabama. They have 2 fullbacks on this roster. They also have Brady Russell, so he's brought a lot of the Baltimore principles to Seattle, and that big, heavy ground game has buried the Niners tonight.
Yeah, and they are just winning at the line of scrimmage. Now, a few of the 49ers have played well. I think Upton Stout has had a terrific game. I think Sam Okawano has played really well up front for the 49ers, but Jair Brown's made a couple of plays. Diamador's made a couple of plays, but just not enough guys consistently for the 49ers on D. Too many injuries.
2nd and 7, Seattle on the 9 or 9, and they're going to run Charbonnet again with a fullback lead going left, spins off a tackle and gets down to around the 6-yard line. Jair Brown hit him, but he spun off of that. Charbonnet is a big back himself with huge legs at 220 pounds. Kyle Shanahan has no more timeouts left, so 30 seconds on the play clock, 3:40 to play in the game. They'll take this down to about 3:10 before they snap it. It'll be 3rd down and 4. If you hold them out of the end zone and they kick a field goal, you can still come back in this game. It would be 16 for Seattle and 3 for the Niners. So you can still come back with a couple of scores. 15th play of this drive. 3rd down and 4 from the 6-yard line. Charbonnet, the lone back. They're going to run him off the left side. Going to hop inside. He is going to be tackled shy of the 1st down. We'll see if they go for it on 4th down, though. He got dropped at around the 3 or 4-yard line. It'll be 4th and 1 from the 3-yard line.
Man, I'd be shocked if they don't go for it.
Well, a field goal allows you to stay in the game, being down 13 points. If you
8 minutes off the clock on this drive.
Touchdown later, or even convert the 4th down and run the clock out, the game would be over.
You know, that was a good strong tackle there by Malik Mustafa as it cut back, found the lane. That time Malik very much under control, stayed square, and got a knockback.
They're going A.J. Barner. This is the barnyard play. The tight end will take the snap. They'll push him from behind.
Or he'll hand it off.
He could do that as well. They have Charbonnet and they have Oots behind him, and then Darnold way back. They're not going to do anything right now. They're going to let it run down.
And they're going to kick it.
Did they call a timeout?
Offense.
Well, they took a delay of game, so they're going to kick the field goal. The play would have been there maybe to take a timeout and then run that play on 4th and 1. So they actually like that to occur because the Niners do have a shot here. Not a great shot, but it will be a field goal attempt for Jason Myers to try to stretch a 13-3 lead to 16-3. So the Niners could come back and steal this game with a couple of touchdowns.
Yeah, well, they need Alfred Collins on the inside. He and Jordan Elliott can both get their hands up. Saran Neal and Darrell Luter are running the edge to try to lay out.
26-yard field goal from Jason Myers from the right hash mark.
No good.
Will snap to the punter holder, Michael Dixon. Good snap, good hold, and Jason Myers hit the upright. It's no good. He hit the right upright. It's no good. The doink. Niners got a shot.
Niners got a shot.
Well, what that does
They
now
took
is
way
it
too
brings a
much
field
time
goal
off the
into
clock.
play. Now, the reality
That was a
is
9-minute drive.
all night, but you got to figure out a way to score 10. But right now, you've got to think about just scoring a field goal, making a one-score game, and trying an onside kick.
Absolutely right. There's still an opportunity.
Now, Seattle has dominated the game in every category, but not the scoreboard. Jason Myers has missed a couple of field goals, 45-yarder. This one, a doink, and a short field goal attempt. They also failed on a 4th down and goal after their first drive of the game. So, in reality, they should be up big, and the game should be over, but it's 13-3. So the Niners got to go fast.
9 minutes,
They're
Dean.
out of timeouts. They'll start on their 20-yard line. Purdy out of the shotgun. 3 go left, pressured. Brock throws, and it bounces. In cut to DeMarcus Robinson, covered by the nickelback, the perennial Pro Bowler, Devin Witherspoon.
Yeah, it was good pressure right up inside on Brock Purdy as Burford was getting pushed back, and Brock does his little jump pass, and it looked like he clipped his thumb on somebody. I think it was Byron Murphy.
Yes.
Hit it on the top of his helmet.
Those two inside guys, Leonard Williams and Byron Murphy, have combined for 14 sacks this year. They each have 7, and they play an interior defensive line position. Their pressure comes from inside out. Purdy going to throw out left. Low ball caught there by McCaffrey. Tackled in the field of play by Ian Roy, the rookie safety, which keeps the clock rolling. Niners, can they get a play off before the 2-minute warning? Highly unlikely. 2:01. We will get the 2-minute warning here. It is sponsored by Xfinity's 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, no surprises, no scrambling. So the Niners will face a 3rd and 6 on their 24 when we come back, and they are down 13-3 on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
It's baggy season. Holiday plans on plans on plans. Shop new Levi's baggy styles. For men, shop the 578 baggy and washes for any invite. For women, shop the baggy dad barrel in all your favorite washes. Pick your pair. Baggy can handle the holiday hustle. Peak season, low stress. Baggy bends the dress code and is up for any occasion. Shop new styles in-store and at Levi.com. All polished, still baggy, Levi's.
Hey, what's up? It's Wanda Sykes. I'm here to remind you about something super important. Getting your breast screened. 1 in 2 women aged 40 and over don't get their annual breast cancer screening. What's up with that? Early detection for breast cancer can change the game, which is why I'm spending so much time talking about breast. And do me a favor, if you already had a breast cancer screening, remind your friends and family to visit yourattentionplease.com too. Let's give breasts the attention they actually deserve.
Throughout history, people have relied on trusted partners to answer the call. Sometimes at work, other times when relaxing. And today, it's no different. Only now, a new kind of peace answers back. Meet the Toyota Tacoma, boldly designed, loaded with technology, and built with the power and reliability you'd expect from a Toyota truck. When the call comes, Tacoma is ready to answer. Toyota, let's go places. Visit Toyota.com for details.
From the opening kickoff to the game-winning drive, the 49ers play to win. And when the game ends, it's your turn to experience the thrill of winning.
It's a simulation, bro.
Resort. You're just a short drive away from a AAA luxury 4-diamond hotel, 11 restaurants, an award-winning golf course, and exhilarating gaming. Come play and win at Cache Creek Casino Resort. Proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers. Please play responsibly.
Brought to the 49ers faithful by Scratchers from the California Lottery, reminding you to play like a pro and get in on the action with Game Day Scratchers. A little play can make your day.
Niners Seahawks game is brought to you by SAP. Brock Purdy is playing with an injured right thumb right now, bleeding on that right thumb. 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Niners. Purdy back, going to look left, pressured, throws, and it is broken up beautifully by Josh Jobe, the long corner there on the outcut to George Kittle. And you've got to go forward on 4th down, even though the Niners are on their 24-yard line.
Yeah, Josh Jobe is playing way off on Kittle, and Brock's just got to throw that ball sooner. And he's trying to make the read, but if that ball comes out late, and it's a really good location, but because it comes out a little late, Josh Jobe is able to catch up and close the gap on George Kittle, and then he would get rid of the separation that Kittle created.
Without timeouts remaining, this is the game right here. You've got to convert on 4th down. Brock got hit.
And Purdy's down right now.
And diving for it was Julian Law, but Brock Purdy got hit.
Still down.
He is not all right. He is down on his back.
He got drilled.
From each side is the Seahawks and John Schneider, their general manager.
He's holding his face mask right now.
This one is over. The Seahawks will win. They will win the NFC West. They'll be the #1 seed. What's wrong with Brock?
Oh, he got sandwiched.
He just spinal taps him right in the back. This is...
His legs went one way. His body went the other way.
And Leonard from the front side, and Brock looked like...
Oh, he got rolled up under that left leg.
Twisted right over the top on a high-low.
Paul went around
Fuck, man.
Austin Pleasance, who was playing at left tackle.
I don't know if he's going to get up from this
one. He got
one.
him from the back, and then coming from the front side is Williams.
Well, I think to Brock's credit, and thank goodness, his legs were up in the air. A leg did not.
He's good. He's good. He just ran off.
Bent back over it, so hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him.
And Brock's walking off the field a little better. Stamped that avoided a catastrophic way to end this game, but the Niners are going to lose the game. The Seahawks will kneel the clock out. The Niners have no more timeouts, so this one's done. Seattle will go to 14-3. They will end the year
Seahawks getting the #1 seed.
They will win the NFC West.
And they got that crowd too. I always think Arrowhead's the loudest, but they got the second loudest crowd.
Overall, so they're not going to play Wild Card Weekend. Sam Darnold, who won 14 games a year ago last year with Minnesota, not good enough to get the division title against Detroit, who won 15, gets the 14th win of the division title here tonight. And for the Niners, this loss obviously means next weekend will be a work weekend. They're not going to get a bye, and they are going to drop down. And we'll see on the Rams-Arizona game tomorrow. If the Rams beat Arizona tomorrow, the Niners will drop to 6th to end the year in the NFC seeding, which means you play the number 3 seed.
Darnold
right
with the
now
kneel
is the
down.
Philadelphia Eagles, but we'll see how the Bears game winds
This
up
one
against
is
the
over.
Rams.
49ers, no timeouts.
As well as Darnold takes a knee, they'll do it one more time. So this changes everything, Tim. Obviously, the Niners will end the year with their 6-game winning streak ended tonight. They will fall to 12-5 overall. And it's quite possible with a 12-5 record, you'll finish in 3rd place.
Well, there's the
in
silver
your own
lining.
division.
And
Wow.
that's the silver lining, which means a 3rd-place schedule
For
next
next
year.
year, you're looking ahead. But my point is, wow. You
Yeah.
finish 3rd in the division, you could be a 6th seed in the NFC with 12 wins.
Well, it's the NFC best, the best division in football.
Clock goes under 40 seconds. Sam Darnold takes the last knee, and the game is over, and the 49ers, this quite possibly could be the last home game they play here. We were looking at winning tonight and then 2 playoff games all the way to the Super Bowl, but right now they're going to have to go on the wild card route, so the Niners do lose and wind up 12-5 on the year, 5-3 here at Levi, so make your plans for 2026. Don't miss the excitement of Niners game day by securing your 2026 season tickets now. Inventory is always limited, so call 415-GO-49ers and reserve your seats. That's 415-GO-49ers, and just basically, they didn't go to...
Thank you guys for watching. Seahawks win. They get the number 1 seed. Appreciate everyone who tuned in. Tune in tomorrow. I have games on all day as well.